All right. Good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the audio sounds good and of quality, hit that number 1, please. And if you can hear me and if the mic sounds all right, hit that number 1 if you don't mind. Kyle, Brian, Evil, Curtis, Quote, Pulse. Perfect. There's my 5 ones that I always like to get. Trucking for Dividends, Steve. Perfect. All right, well, very quickly, to those of you, thank you, Tom. For those of you that, all right, I can't thank anymore. Thank you, Latrice. But for those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you. But just to be straightforward, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then this is totally viewer supported, and the best way to support it is also a way to save yourself some money. So if you use code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms, and like I said, you'll save yourself money. Whatever the current deal with the prop firms are, that's what code CLAY will get you. And then you help support a stream that you want to continue to watch. So good win-win for everybody. I love Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the business. And right now they're still running the 50% off sale. So if there's ever a time to take advantage, 50% off right now, and then no activation fee at Take Profit Trader with code CLAY. Usually it's 40% off. So this is actually a genuine good deal that does not come around very often. I'm not sure if they've ever done this one before. So check them out. But if you're using any of these other prop firms, then again, code CLAY is a way to save some money and help support the stream. So thank you to everybody that has been using and continues to use code CLAY. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is, what is it? Wednesday. It is Wednesday, May 20th. The year is 2026, and we are off to another spicy start. Big swings, acting like it wants to be strong, acting like it wants to be weak, acting like it wants to be strong, then weak, and then strong again. So back and forth quite a bit. And yeah, it's been I don't know. It's let me put it this way. It's got me enough to want to be cautious out there. So I try to kind of tiptoe around, and so far so good. But one of those situations where, man, if you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and very unforgiving environment. I'll put it that way. Have you tried? No, the only prop firm I've ever used is Take Profit Trader. But a very unforgiving environment, meaning if your position size is a little bit off, or if you maybe break just a single rule, I added just once. I just added once. I should not have added at all, but I added once. And if you're in the, one of these candles here, that can be plenty to punch you in the face pretty hard. So an unforgiving environment. I don't want to say an impossible environment to make money. That'd be a little too dramatic, but pretty unforgiving if you make a mistake, position size, or things like that. Hey, James. Oh, was there a news candle? What was a news candle? Was this a news candle? I was not aware that there was a news candle out today. Thank you for sharing your YouTube video on how to... Oh, you're welcome, Steve. Glad it helped. Thank you, NetNob. I appreciate that. Need $100. Oh, you got this, Brian. 10:14. So this was a news candle right here. What was the news out of curiosity? Morning made 11 earlier than lost. Oh, man, Franklin. Sorry to hear that. It happens, though. I've been there. That dip off at 200 was so clean. I got... Nice job, Alfonso. No news, just brutal. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Chris. Thank you for the 1. Roger that, period. We'll be there. Okay, so you guys need to remind me at 3 o'clock Central, we have a meeting with the electrician, okay, at the build. So you guys help me remember that. 3 o'clock Central. 3 o'clock Central time. Meeting with electrician. Hey, good morning, Travis. Hey, Elusive, good to see you. Akoro, what's up? How you doing? All right, well, it's been putzing around up here enough where I will and am willing to take... Yeah, I'm battling. Do I stay at... today is definitely not an 8 MNQ day. as has been the case the past this entire week. The ATR, however you want to look at that, just the y-axis, the distance, it's very volatile. Thank you, Vat. You're a sweetheart for feeding those hungry children. Yesterday I had you losing it. Yeah, you're not alone. Your uncle? Question mark. Okay. Oh, I gotta wait for some form of confirmation. There's just been too many of these dumps, so I don't want to just blindly buy. Okay, here we go. I want to see it come down here, hit that pink line, and then then I'll put a buy order right around here. But step one, it's got no. Hey, come back. Now, if this goes too green, I'm not going to be interested in buying down here anymore. Yeah, never mind. Why am I now no longer interested in buying there? Well, think about it. We're looking at a beautiful green candle. If I'm able to buy, what does that tell us about this green candle? The green candle has failed miserably. I'm not looking to buy after a green candle fails miserably. So never mind in buying down there, at least on this specific candle. If we, several minutes out, maybe I'll reconsider. But right now, I'm just not interested in buying down at that area. So wanted to see it, like I said, when it closed here, wanted to first see it come down here and then come up, and that would have been good. No, I just don't like the entry point at all. I don't even like that entry point at 1 MNQ. Alfonso, VWAP really haven't been strong for today. The price has been blowing right through it. VWAP, as far as I'm concerned, has only been touched once. And, I mean, was it clean? Did it bounce beautifully off it? No, I mean, it dropped a little bit below it. Changes unlike yours. Do you have these settings, Travis? You know what? I clicked on the wrong thing. Crap, the pivot point and the... Let's see if I can get... Oh. So here they are. Here's my Iman. So I don't know, Travis, if that can help you out or not, but there you go. Hey, Discipline. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you for the reminder, Kyle. If you're enjoying, if you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, friendly reminder, hit that like button. It does help. It does make a difference. Helps with the algorithm, all that good stuff. So little things like that do help out quite a bit. So yeah, please hit that like button. So yes, very, very straightforward right now. The line in the sand right now in terms of where the buyers are at seemingly is right down here around, let's call it 170. We have a bounce, a bounce, a bounce. Do I want to try it? So... just show you what I'm visually looking at so you can actually... So that area right there, is that a break? I don't know if I want to try to play a break out there. Maybe. I'm thinking about it, though. Been rejected, rejected, rejected. So right around that area seems to be where the sellers are at. So right now, kind of like a little miniature channel. Range, whatever terminology you want to use. Hey, good morning, Brad. How are all your days going, though, so far? I'm a jerk. I forgot to ask. But how are you guys' days going? Good, bad, green, red? Passed an account, blew up an account, qualified for a payout. Dash, I don't think he's here, but Dash Trader, who's part of the private community, who actually found the live stream here, then signed up for the private community. He just qualified, so he's not here, but congratulations to Dash. Got into payout territory, first time ever today. So... always fun to see somebody get in the payout territory. And, of course, he's asking, I don't know. Wait, all right. Can't talk. All right, if this wants to come up through the yellow line and then back down, I'll try a short here. See if it wants to reject. But I want to see it first. There you go. Okay, that's close enough. There we go. Okay, let's see if it wants to reject once again. I mean, it's rejected off this yellow line several times before. Let's see if we can get another one. Come on, just repeat history again. Come on. I'll take a little scalpy scalp there. I'll take a little scalpy scalp. Try to get my feet wet a little bit. Build up a little confidence. There we go. Hey, Greg. Yeah, Greg's been on I don't know. How many payouts in a row have you had, Greg? Let's see. J-Stay is, I'm waiting for the market to go back down and get filled at 153. Okay. Look at J-Stay. I don't recognize that name, but the guy shows up dropping 3 numbers. I like this guy. 14? You've had 14 payouts in a row, Greg? Dang, you got some photoshopping skills, brother. Big green, passive, 150K pro. Good job, trucking. 1,200 profit on NQ this morning. Good job, Steve. Green still trying to. Nice job, Brad. Gary, nicely green. Good job, Gary. Oh, no, Zach. Oh, that's... See, that's why I don't like to get to know you guys. I do. This is the catch-22, though. Like, you get to know certain names. You get to know that they're just a quality person. They have good senses of humor. You know, all that sort of stuff. I truly do enjoy getting to know people here. But this is the downside. Then you read that from Zach, and it's like, oh, that stings. Because I know Zach. Like, he's a mod here. He's been around for, I don't know, months and months now. Good person. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you other than just keep on grinding. Hey, Casanova, dang. Yeah, that can happen. I appreciate the transparency, though, Zach. You know, that's why I like Zach. He's always been transparent. I know he's gone through some very, very nice payout streaks, but here he is now disclosing those darker crevices of the market. Yeah, good job, though. Just, I don't know, maybe the thing that helps the most is look at how much you quote-unquote lost within the simulator and then look at how much you actually lost out of your pocket. I don't know if that'll help, but tilted last night on Asian session. Was Asia, well, I did not see last night. Was last night pretty crazy during Asia session? AMS blew another eval. Well, AMS, yeah, keep your head up. Like I said, this has been a challenging environment, not in the sense of, is that gold? Oh my goodness. So the last alert I made on gold to the private community was just talking about how it was dumping. Because you had red, big red candle. So I threw out, and now I look at this turnaround. Holy smokes. Alrighty then. Well, and sorry, I distracted myself. Last night was insanity, was it? Okay. Hey, all right, Brian. Got it passed. Good job. Blew up 2, qualified for... Hey, there you go, Chris. Well, hopefully the payout you got is starting to compensate for the ones that you lost. Well, I'm glad I scalped that short, huh? Because history did not repeat itself this time. It actually pushed up through. Is silver starting to get active again? I've not looked at silver for months now. But still, it's not like it was, though, right? Or is silver... No, way more people would be talking about silver if it was like what it had been previously. Got stupid and sized up to 60... On a 50K? On a 50K AMS? In other words, you maxed out you full ported 60 MNQs? All right, maybe a short here. Yep, well. Again, I'm not going to completely say that was terrible because, I mean, I've done that, and I will do that just based on the way I kind of view prop firms and how each account itself is a trade and depending on circumstances. So I don't know if that was necessarily bad per se. It's hard to know without more context. No silver is not like, okay. All right, thinking about a potential short here, looking to play a double top. So let's see if it wants to push up some. And then I can throw an order down here. But I want to see this white line move up a little bit. The white line is the high of the day. So price can never get above that white line. It'll just itself move higher. Come on. I think I'm being too picky. All right, I'm going to just get short right here. I think I'm being too picky. Okay, I'm in. Come on, double top. Couple of targets down there just in case there's a quick little spike. Will it double top or are we about to see a breakout? Let's see what happens. All right, got to get out. Okay, that one did not work. Still may come down, obviously, but I don't want to be part of this thing if it really starts to grind. Obviously, again. Just call me Captain Obvious today. Oh, Soy Boy's here. I need a seller to step in, consolidation retest, and all right. I know shorts can work in any market environment, but oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Oh man, I won't be here either. I'll be at maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Depending on the trade, right? If I choose a good entry point, this meeting I have this afternoon with the electrician would be bad. But if I choose a wrong entry point, then this meeting will be a good meeting because it'll help me avoid this. But yes, after hours today, it'll be probably even more crazy than a Fed announcement because Nvidia earnings are after hours today. Does that mean you should be around? But if you like spice, if you like spicy food, then you're going to get spice this afternoon. Again, I guess I can't say guaranteed because there are no guarantees, but like highly, highly, highly confident that after the close today at 4 p.m. Eastern, when Nvidia has their earnings, the future NQ, the markets in general, but definitely NQ, there's going to be spice. Wait, FOMC's today? I'm not sure that's... No, there's... Okay, what do you mean by FOMC? There is no an interest rate announcement. Well, unless I missed it. I don't think there's an interest rate thing today. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's no... It's just the minutes? Okay. Meeting minutes. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we've been tracking. There will be a little bit of spice, but the past few minutes have been very like, wait, that's it? Which maybe means today it'll be really, really spicy. But yeah, the big spice that to be expected will be, I don't know, whenever Nvidia releases, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. What time to expect the release? I don't know. Does anybody know what time Nvidia is actually going to release? And then, of course, you have the earnings call. So that could create some more spice. And get the expected life. What do you mean by water system? Like the septic system or just like the water system in general? I am interested in a long if it wants to pull back here. Kind of a back test of this breakout point. Yeah, we don't have a well. We oddly enough, even though we're out in the country, there's something called rural water. So we have rural water. So it's weird. There's like a pipe that goes through our property. Yeah. So no, we won't be on a well. Trump Coast Guard commencement address soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Thank you. I'm not gonna worry about it though. Sell off needs to happen. Uh-oh. Famous last words when people are like, "This needs to happen." I mean, I agree. I would think there might be some sort of, but like, lower profit target is going to be a tad bit. Yep. Just keep in mind, and I'm sure you're aware of this, you have very, and this could be a good thing, but you have very little wiggle room for any sort of mistake. Because, your drawdown is also now tighter. So, again, not saying that's a bad thing per se, but just keep that in mind. What do you think of tape reading? I mean, I don't have anything against it. But like just strictly tape reading, I don't know if I'd be strictly. Now, if you want to use tape reading in combination with something else, I can see. Okay, I can see that. But hey, Eli. Yeah, that's the thing though. What I discovered for me is like I said, well, it's only $500. Man, that extra $500 sometimes can what keeps you in from being liquidated versus winning trade. So I hear you though. It's only 500, but it's shockingly amazing how nice that extra $500 can have. All right. I want to see it drop down and come back up, and I'll take a long. I want to see it drop down a little bit, though. First come down a bit. Same thing here, though. If this starts to get too green and then comes down, I will no longer be interested. I wanted to see it drop down more than that. Very lackluster day for you today. Well, a lot of people here have mentioned losing accounts, Tyler. So, there's that. It could be you having to use code Clay today. So, it sounds like you have not had to use code Clay, which, hey, look at the bright side. We need a huge pullback for me to take a long. I hate taking shorts. Why? Why don't you like, why do you, not like taking shorts? Why do you hate taking shorts? Hey, morning, Dean. I realized I have a mental block at 2K. All right, yeah. That's what it's all about. Got to kind of putz around and experiment. Like I said, I don't have anything against the 25K. I like the 50K better, but that's me. I guess I am kind of laughing at you, Johnny, but like hopefully, because I've been there before. Hopefully it turned out. Yeah. Exactly what Brian said is what I like about shorting is you have max flexibility. Like you really don't care. What I mean by that is you can say, I don't care if prices go up. I know I can make money. I don't care if prices go down. I can make money. But if you're like, no, I don't want to short. It's like, okay, well, then you do not have max flexibility. You actually do care now because you want prices to go up. Well, Johnny, don't beat yourself up too much, right? Logistical errors, that's just you being an idiot. Like I would much rather lose because of a logistical error than like, oh man, I just totally misread that situation. But I'm actually curious though, Jay Stay. Why don't you like short? Why do you hate shorting? I've realized how hard it is to trade the accounts. Hard it is to trade the accounts. Yeah, trading. It's not as easy as what some people maybe try to make it appear or whatever. And this is again why prop firms are very powerful. I'd rather have you learn how much of how difficult it is, getting punched in the face via prop firms as opposed to, well, man, I just lost $5,000 of my own money. Okay, I guess trading is a little harder than what I thought. Hey, good morning, Ace. I'm still tilted from that float up yesterday. You're still tilted? Well, I don't know. Go ride your bike some more, rookie. Lost so much shorting the last 2 years. Yeah, again, I don't have anything against tape reading per se, but yeah, my weapon of choice would be the chart. But at the end of the day, there is no holy grail. So one person's turd is another person's gold bar. No, this is the same account. This is the same account. These are my NQ trades. These are my MNQ trades. The 5 minute has me just this. I don't know. Thing is, even if it breaks down through here, then all of a sudden I have to worry about from the short side. Then all of a sudden I have to worry about the 21 EMA, which right here did a great job of providing support. What time was the Trump thing? Oh, I'm not sure. Hey, Sugar Trades. Yeah, all right. Well, that's impressive for this candle to come up here and then fail miserably and then just stop right there and then go back up. Okay. Okay, so now you have to remind we're killing multiple birds with one stone. Meet the electrician and the dirt guy, an excavator. Okay, so I'm gonna have a busy afternoon. Okay, Eli, is your plan to trade MNQ on Webull? I was watching another live stream with two guys trading this morning. I nearly fell asleep. You're the geezer? I'm the geezer? Huh? Yeah, so I'm old? But like that's fine. Okay. Hey, good morning, Eddie. Seems like volume is lacking today. Okay, well, Eli, what I'm saying is if you make the jump and want to do futures, do not do futures on Webull. Why? Because that means you are risking your own capital. If you're going to do futures, as you should, especially in the category of day trading, make sure it's through a prop firm. Because futures are no joke. They will gladly eat your lunch in the blink of an eye. But I'd rather have eat your lunch defined as losing $100 or so compared to potentially losing $1,000, if not more. Yeah, geezer means old guy, but he said somebody was boring, and then he all of a sudden said, but I'm a geezer. I guess I don't understand, like, what is the connecting? What does one have to do with the other? Like, man, Clay, I was watching to these two other guys. I almost fell asleep. And Clay, you're old. It's like, okay, that seems like a jump of thought. Oh, geezer equals dude. Oh, okay. See, and here in America, geezer actually means like old guy, old person. Okay, that makes more sense now. Good old, it's English, but not English. Back in my day, we used them quote machines while you walk to school uphill both ways. Eat your lunch like Kobayashi. Man. That guy compound. I think, if I'm thinking of the right person, the hot dog guy. Yeah, in the snow, while it's 90 degrees. Bull flag? I don't know. If anything, this is... Oh! Wait. I think I've disgraced myself and my family. Is this like a very, very nice looking rising wedge? Oh, Doxo. Oh! 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 Okay. Rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Does not mean it's going to go down, but the only problem is this lower trend line breakdown. It's got the little annoying 21 EMA there. Annoying in the sense of if you're short, that could be a potential bounce point. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's different, Eli. Hey, good morning, Andy. So I don't know. I'm trying to trade. I've made 2 trades so far. But right now, not a whole lot I can do right in the middle of this rising wedge. London cocky word. All right. Well, thank you, Chris. That was a compliment then. They got the best charts for phone. All right. Do I try the breakdown here of the rising wedge? Okay, I'm short. Come on, rising wedge. Give me that breakdown. Got a slight little breakdown and then has now headed back up, but let's see. There's my stop. You dirty rat. All right. Suckered me in and then bounced right off. So the fake breakdown. Apex is going to announce the account option to... Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, William. Whoa! Hey, what? Oh, well, hey. You know what? I'm glad I got out. Holy smokes. What is this? What is this? This looks like potential news candle here. What the? Man, that stop loss feels great. Woo! Gold booming. Oil is getting crushed. Like, truly, it just dropped like $2 a... Okay, like a big move. All right, that's a news candle there. That is news. So we'll see. The news probably isn't out quite yet, but keep your eye. There should be stuff showing up on Twitter here within the minute. Because remember, the chart always beats the news. Oh boy. Am I about to get stupid here? I kind of want to check. Holy smokes, look at oil. Okay, in oil. Come on, get above that blue line. $60, okay. I thought I was going to make a little more than 68, but... Oh, no. I started with 1. I started with, okay, never mind. Scratch that. That makes sense. Wait, how many I don't even remember how many I had. Did I start with one or, no, I had two. Yeah, so I am confused. I thought I would have made a little bit more than that. Breaking, there it is. There we go. The U.S. in final, how does the market still fall for this stuff? Does anybody actually believe that there's in final stages? Oh my goodness. Okay, here's what we're gonna run. How long before Iran comes out and says, "What are you talking about? We're not talking at all right now." I'll give it like an hour. Within the hour, Iran will be coming out saying, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? We're not talking with anybody right now." Oh my goodness. 15 minutes. Well, that oil, I guess I shoulda, coulda, woulda held a little bit more. Hey, trader man. Well, there's the oil trade. Like I said, gold was also big move up. Well, all I will say is that stop loss felt fantastic. Because had I just gone into baboon mode, it would have been game over. Game over, because that was like a 100-point move. Man. Well, is it just me or every single Wednesday it's the same? Well, it's not just you and feeling that way, but it is just you in the sense of it's not actually that way, right? But I know the feeling. Man, I swear every XYZ, it does ABC every time. It's like, okay, that's more emotions talking than, but we've all been there. Good job, Neil. Did you, Jocko? Good job. Oh, man, to think. True story. Like, I basically shorted the bottom of that move. Now, again, my reasoning was I thought it was a rising wedge breakdown. But no. However, I did honor the stop, which prevented what could have been a really, really bad situation. It's crazy. It's going to crash right about now. All right, so where are you at? Where are you short at, trader man? How are we going to make money? You think it's going to crash. Tell us how you're going to make money from it. Where's your entry and where's your stop at, brother? Let's start with these two numbers. Good, crazy. I'm glad you're enjoying the scalp. Going long via Darcy. It's sort of like a tried and true thing. Tesla about to hit 415. Cool. Well, congrats any of you investors in Tesla. Where'd Trader Man go? Dude is getting cooked. Actually, we don't know that because he didn't give us any numbers. Started pro account yesterday and didn't receive any time. Okay, no, but Trader Man, how are you going to make money from it though? That's what we're actually asking. Right now, this is just broad statements. How do you plan on making money from this? So where are you going to get short? Where's your stop loss and where's your target? Can you give us those three numbers or no? Because right now you're just like saying words. Like that's not very practical. Nolan, you got to give yourself more credit. If you did not see anything anywhere about not being allowed to trade, that means you're allowed to trade. I understand though. You're a little extra paranoid, first pro account, but you know, you're good. You're good. If you got no emails and there's nothing on the calendar, you are good. I'm still waiting for Trader Man to actually give us something practical. It's almost starting to seem like he's one of these guys that is just waiting to see what happens. And if it goes down, he wants to say, I told you so. But if it goes up, he'll just disappear. That maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe he'll actually give us numbers. Stop loss are for quitters. That's right. Yeah, I don't remember John giving any actual numbers. Or did he? I can't remember. I don't remember. Minutes. FOMC minutes today. Because it's not an announcement. It's only the minutes. You don't have to worry about that, MES Og. I appreciate it, but Timbo, I caught it. I was short. Thankfully, I stopped out like right here though. So I caught it, just not necessarily in the right way of catching it. So I caught it in the face, but not in the walnuts because I at least had a stop in. Yeah, I mean, if people want to say stop loss are for quitters, stop loss, hey, that's fine. If you want to adapt that attitude, cool. All I will say is please use code Clay. Oh, well, at least you were long, Timbo. I was short, brother. What? See? Okay, so this trader, what's his name? I think he must be a troll. The guy's asking for I think, or is he a troll? Let's see. Looks like a troll. Either a troll or a newbie, one of the two. All right, I'm going to get rid of these lines. Right now, 21 EMA, a thing of beauty right here on the 2 minute. Trump says yeah. It's like Groundhog Day. It's the same thing over and over again. Oh, that was that guy? Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, that was where I also agreed with this sell. Like, I was like, oh, that'd be a good spot to sell also. Yeah, that was funny. It just hit his target? Like overnight? Or did it hit it in the yesterday's session? MES, I would encourage you. I almost think like, are you John? The way you are just like drooling over John right now. Like, and I'm not trying to disparage John. All I'm saying is remember, let's keep things as objectively realistic as possible. Like that we now have a sample size of 1, right? Again, John may be just an absolute baller, and I am completely open to that idea. But right now we're at a sample size of 1. First off, don't bring up that name. That they are just, yeah, I'm not a fan. But there is no Clay. I don't have a prop firm. Take Profit Trader is the prop firm that I use and recommend. Okay, MES Og, dude, you are lazy. You are too lazy for this. You gotta think for yourself. And the fact that you're like, man, that guy had a winning trade. Sample size of 1. I'm all over his next one. Dude, wake up. Find some ice water, throw it in your face. Holy smoke. No, you got to be John. You are way too obsessed with John. Like it was one. It was, which is good. Good call. Good call. Holy smokes, brother. It's going to be a rough ride if you're like, okay, if anybody makes like a winning alert, I'm just going to follow their next one, hook, line, and sinker. Like that, you realize that the market can make things seem the way that they're not actually. I mean, I could ask right now, and I've been there. There are so many times where I'm like, all right, I got this thing figured out. I got a strategy. I got this, that, or the other. And then eventually you need a little bit more time, and the market's like, no, you don't. The market likes to build false hope. My entry is 230. Okay, so nearing your entry. So you're telling me there's a chance. Oil pop back up. Yeah, oil is now, because it just like, this is what I mean. It's just like how I envision this. News comes out. Everybody flips out. Then they're like, wait a second. Deep breath, everybody. Let's actually read the news. Oh, wait. This seems like kind of something we've already had. All right, well, I guess that wasn't, and it just kind of drifts right back to where it was beforehand. Same with oil. Crazy. I can't believe that even created a spot like at all. Exactly. Yes. GSP. Exactly that. That's what we did not script that. 100% agree. It's like, it just feels like Groundhog Day. Okay, so here we go. Trader Man is indeed just a troll. He's following he's following the pattern. He shows up, he says words. I say, okay, cool. Can you give us some numbers? He gives us no numbers, and now he's committing the ad hominem fallacy. He's attacking me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm this, that. Okay, fine. Watch, Trader Man, how this changes nothing. I'll concede. I don't know what I'm doing. I agree. It is sad. Okay, what does that have to do with you not giving us numbers? Maybe these logical fallacies work elsewhere, Trader Man, but not here. And now let's see if he completes the pattern. His next comment might be like another ad hominem fallacy, and then he's just gonna be like, I'm out of here. You're weird. I'm gone. You need to lighten up. I'm out of here. Yes, exactly. Because you can't give us numbers because you don't know what you're doing. Let's see if he finishes off the pattern. We are at the ad hominem phase. Notice he is avoiding actually giving us numbers. So now he is resorted to attacking me. So he's either gone or he'll attack me one more and probably just say, all right, I'm out of here. Let's see if he completes the pattern of his type. I want to take a short of the previous one but chickened out. Well, John, we've all had our chicken moments, that's for sure. Again, Timbo, but like, don't even like just concede. I don't know what I'm doing, because you're allowing his red herring to work, right? He's trying to divert the conversation to whether or not I know what I'm doing. Irrelevant. Let's just for argument's sake say that I don't know what I'm doing. That has nothing to do with the point of why can't you give us 3 numbers, right? Don't fall for the red herring. Timbo's like, wait, squirrel. Don't fall for the squirrel, Timbo. Maybe we should call that the squirrel fallacy. Squirrel. Don't let him distract from the point of just clarity. Can you give us 3 numbers? No, I hear what you're saying, Timbo. Yeah, I appreciate that, by the way. I'm just saying, let's not even divert the topic to that. Because the topic at hand right now is this guy's flapping his lips quite a bit, but when asked, okay, cool. So how are you going to take these observations and make them a practical trade plan with 3 numbers? He's a coward, and he's gone. Well, Clay, you kind of just committed the ad hominem. You called him. No, I'm literally describing what's going on. Like, he does not have the courage to give us numbers. I will gladly refrain and pull back my coward comment if he's like, okay, here are the three numbers. But yeah. Entry, stop, and target are the three numbers. Trader Man, probably 35 years old. I don't know. He's coming more across like a 22-year-old that still lives at home in his mom's basement. All right, maybe a long if it pulls back here. See, look at like it really is not that hard. Look at Johnny. And all of you, ace trades earlier. Like, it's just three numbers. Okay, so burn or coddle. Thank you. But like, the cool thing about numbers is it makes everything black and white. Right now, we have gray in your trade plan with stop below 230. See, if you just gave us a number for your stop, we would know how you define below. But how do you define below? Does below 230 mean 229 or is it 228? Like, how far is below? Whereas if you just gave us a stop, there you go. You've already built in defining all terms. You know what I mean? So I'm nitpicking, but I'm not nitpicking. I'm seeking maximum clarity. And that's what the three numbers provide is maximum clarity. 220. All right, there we go. Now we officially know that burner coddle defines below as 1 point. Cool. Do you have any side hustles? Yeah, I guess. It depends how you define a side hustle. But yeah, I frame it more so as multiple streams of income. Yes. I don't know. Around the parts in Iowa, like the guy helping me build my house, he's got 9 kids. He comes from a family of 13 kids. So, depends on, I guess, who you hang around with. But for me, 6 kids seems like I'm kind of slacking. Do you have a video providing strategy on no, I don't. Well, I do, but yeah, I don't think you'd be interested. Yeah, the guy, my agent that helped me buy the land and actually still manages, I call my land manager now because he understands a lot more stuff about farming and ground. Like, again, apparently land is more complicated than what I ever thought it was. But yeah, he has 13 kids. Hey, Wolf. On that spike, I just made too much money. I am 500 over. I just need... No, you... No, it's so... I need... No, yeah, okay. On the 25K. So as long as... How much did you make, though? You can't make more than $750 per day during the test phase in the 25K. So as long as you didn't make more than $750, then you're fine. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I'm looking forward to the homestead. There's nothing, I don't think, better than teaching character than some hard work, you know? Who is woman that can birth that many kids? I don't know, a tough one. Well, here you go. To answer your question, there you go. You can check out that right there. My grandpa was the youngest of 17. that's intense. Any thoughts on the SpaceX IPO? Yeah, all that I know is I'm assuming it's going to be pretty crazy. I think there will be a massive gap up and then a pretty big dump. On the dom or on the right is the dom. Yeah. Did I catch some of that large green candle? Yeah, I caught some of that. All right, on the short side. No, I got short and then had my stop above here, so got stopped out right there. And that was one of those stop outs that felt really good because had I not stopped out or gotten undisciplined, it would have been bad. Just hopped on. What about 750 were you talking about? Just hopped on. What was the 750 you were talking? I'm not sure what you mean. 750? I'm not sure. There you go, Wolf. You heard it here. Code Clay. People should adopt after a few biological. I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. And the public will be the bag holders. Bro, it wicked off my target. Oh! I've designed some HVAC systems for SpaceX. Ooh, Travis is some kind of engineer. How'd you display it? I don't know. I don't know how to display it. I mean, I do, but not off the top of my head because I've set up what you're looking at like well over a year ago. So I don't remember how to do all the nooks and crannies, but I do offer a video that walks you through how to do it all. Oh yeah, on the 25K account with Take Profit Trader, you're not allowed to make more than 750 per day, only during the test phase. But then after you pass the test and get your pro, then you can make as much as you want. So yeah, that was okay. That was the 750 I was talking about. Hey, Skeletor. Yeah, I've had it though where you move your stop and it ends up working out. Not, so in those instances it's good, but yeah, all it takes is one and it could be really bad. Okay, if you go to the link at the top of the screen, Midnight Snack, that is the prop firm that I use and recommend, and they got a lot of information there. I have SpaceX manufacturing companies, just a few. Hey, Spencer. Clay, he said he made 900. Yeah, you have to go lose 150. If you made 900, you have to lose 150 bucks. And you can do that. Just load up like 5, 6 MNQ and then just buy market, buy, or just click these buttons back and forth, and let the commissions bring it back down. This is trash. I mean, I'm kind of watching like an ascending triangle right here. Do we want to get something like this happening? Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm vaguely watching. Yeah, you could be right, John. John might be right. Again, as always, I hesitate. Never take my answers at total face value because my brain is getting torn in all different directions. I'm trying to talk, read questions, read multiple messages, think about those, think about my own trading, try to be halfway entertaining. So like, John could very well be right. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what's being said. So if you guys, which is why I love the chat, you guys can help provide me some cover fire because you can devote a little bit more brain power to some of these questions. But yeah, John, maybe you're right. I'm on my first funded account. Good job, Spencer. They won't take your account, but it's the best just not to go over so you won't have to do extra. Yeah. I want to say that if he's over, then they're going to adjust his profit target up some. which maybe still won't be an issue, but yeah. All right, I am interested in a long. Ooh, on oil. Just ooh. Oh boy. That looks like an interesting area for a potential short because a breakdown through there kind of sends it back into this big void of the chart. Not saying that necessarily brings it all the way down to right here, but there's kind of a big void that opens up. So that's pretty interesting there on oil. Hey, good morning, Max. I think you were born to do this. Well, some days it feels like that. Other days it's like, what am I doing with my life? You know? Yeah, what Philly is saying is kind of where I was trying to get at. I agree with Philly. Are we about to get the breakout here finally? I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking at essentially like an ascending triangle here. And then just a lower trend line. I'm just using the 21 EMA. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, what? Okay, I'm glad. Whew. I was getting kind of close. My trigger finger was getting a little itchy, and as of now, glad I did not. It's shockingly hard to lose money when you need to lose money, which is why, I mean, with the trick about just letting commissions do it is certainly the way to go, because it is weird how like all of a sudden, okay, I got to lose $300 real quick, and it's like, okay, now I have to be wrong. It's amazing how often you can be right if you're trying to be wrong. I am trying to profit. Okay, Papa. I could have sworn I showed you. You should know how to do this. Papa, do you need me to show you real quick how to lose money just very efficiently? His uncle, period. He does pretty much excavation work and will help with the final grades and all that. I talked with Sam about it on Monday. Okay, Papa. How much do you have to lose right now, Papa Mark? I tried. Well, yeah. Well, then keep going. Keep trying. Are you clicking the buttons as fast as you can? How much do you have to lose, Papa? I got to help Papa out. 600. Okay. Then load up 5 NQs and do buy market. 5 NQ. As fast as you can. Yeah, some trades, maybe it goes up a little bit, but just keep doing it. It'll eventually come down. Now, once you get to like needing to lose like 100, okay, now go to like 5 MNQ. So the closer you get, the lower and lower, size and all that you're going to want to do. But I assure you, you'll 600 will get eaten away at very quickly. Do 5 NQ. Start there. Crap, I had my mic on. Yeah, Tony is just way too busy. And I think Brent really just does basement walls and stuff, not necessarily excavation like that sort of thing. I don't know. All right, I'm going to try a short. I don't think I really am trusting this right now. To be fair, the price has been rejected from that yellow line many times before. So we'll see if it once again wants to get rejected. So I have a short at the red line. I'm not yet filled. If I get filled, that red line will turn blue. Yeah, hesitating to get really any sort of separation, so that makes me think, okay. Like I said, this is not by any means some sort of powerful breakout where it broke and then just went. It's really putzing around like, I don't know, do I really want to break out? Maybe I'll come back down here. Come on. Maybe about to get filled here. I am close. Again, if it turns blue, I'm in. In. All right, come on down now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, Lauren. Good to see you. Stop is right there. Not feeling good about it, though, at this point. What a slow breakout. If this is a genuine breakout, which it seems like it is, yep. Slow and steady grind of a breakout. This action is such as, I don't even know. No. Again, the reason why we're talking about losing money is some prop firms during the test phase, like you can't violate certain rules. And certain rules are, okay, you made too much money because of this, that, or the other. So that's why, but again, at least with Take Profit Trader, once you get to the pro phase, so after you pass the eval, then you can make as much money as you want. But it's only during this phase where sometimes you could make too much. And the reason why the rule exists is because they're trying to prevent people from YOLOing, getting lucky in one trade, saying, hey, I passed. So yes, to the outsiders looking in, maybe something's like, prop firms sound like the dumbest thing ever. What do you mean I have to lose money now? It's just, again, to illustrate this real quickly. So for example, there's a 50% consistency rule. So that means in order to pass the test, you have to make 3,000. But you can, in a single day, you can only make 50% of that amount, which is 1,500. So if you make, let's say 1,700, okay, now you got to go out and lose a couple $100 real quick to bring that back in line. But again, after you pass the test and go from the test phase to the pro phase, that rule goes away and you can make as much as you want. Hey, good morning, Cranky Bits. Well, I'm complaining because I keep having losing trades. What's so hard to understand about that, Philly, you dent? Man, this guy's had 18 losing trades in a row. I don't know what he's complaining about. Of course I'm going to complain. Feel sorry for me, Philly. Do I have to pass the eval in 5 days? No, you can take as long as you want to pass. I say pass within 30 days so that you don't have to pay the monthly charge again. Because once you pass and get to your pro account, there are no more monthly fees. So yeah, the minimum is 5 days, but The maximum is unlimited time, but like if it takes you 6 months, I don't want you to have to pay that same fee 6 times. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, Philly. I am complaining, but I agree. To me, it was just, like I said, the reason why I liked that one was because it seemed like it couldn't quite make up its mind. There was no big explosive move. So I was like, okay. But even now, like, it is breaking out, but this is like a slow motion breakout. Is this to be a day trader or a broker? Take profit trader is for lack of better, it's like a broker. So take profit trader is what's called a prop firm, and that is sure, I guess you can call it a broker in a sense. They're not technically a broker, but given you're new, I don't want to get you confused. So for lack of explanation, yes, take profit trader is like a broker. Yeah, and that's true, Cranky Bits. You're not wrong. All I'm saying is because futures move so quick, you could be looking at like a $3,000 and saying, I've never made $3,000 in a month before. All I'm saying is I hear you, but futures, the way futures move, $3,000 in a month is realistic. Not easy. I'm not saying anything is easy. I'm just saying just the nature of futures makes it realistic. What's the benefits of take profit? Just a very clean set of rules. Apex has a again, and I have a code for Apex, code Clay. So it's not, but I would say Apex is more for experienced prop firm traders. Take profit trader though has a very clean set of rules. There's no consistency rules, no scalping rules, no scaling rule, daily payouts. You are eligible for a payout on day number 6, whereas Apex, if things go perfectly well, I don't think you're eligible for a payout until day like 8 or 9. So, but like I said, I don't have anything against if you're in the category of experienced prop firm trader, then sure, use take profit trader. I mean, and Apex. But if you are a beginner to the prop firm space, then just take profit trader because of their very clean, clean set of rules. But I was thinking about that earlier. Like it really is just such a. It depends. William, are you working? Do you work for them? Like, you keep talking about this. It's fine if you do, but like, it'd be nice to know. Again, I'm not looking to debate prop firms. All I'm saying is this. When it comes to prop firms, the first question that needs to be asked, well, are you a beginner to prop firms or are you experienced? If you are a beginner, you're welcome to disagree, but take profit trader for the beginner. If you are experienced, I still think take profit trader is the best. However, I'm open to the idea that maybe another prop firm, fits your way or, something like that. Like I said, I have code Clay with the vast majority of prop firms out there. So I'm not here to say that they're all bad. I'm just saying from a simplicity standpoint of the goal of this live stream is to make people aware of futures trading through a prop firm. So therefore they are beginners to the prop firm space. I don't want to overwhelm them with like 87 different prop firms. So given that is the goal of the live stream, take profit trader for beginners to start off. But like I said, it's all about, so for example, my funding futures, again, I have a code for them, code Clay. But if you like trading micros and you do quite a bit and do quite a bit of size, I'm not quite sure that they're going to be for you compared to take profit trader. Why? Well, in this situation, because of commissions. Unless my funding futures has changed it, they have pretty high commissions compared to take profit trader commissions. So again, it's just like those little nuance things. Now, if you're like, well, Clay, I don't trade micros, or I do trade them, but I do like 2 and then I hold for 4 hours because I'm a sway trader. Okay, well, for you then, I guess go with whoever you want. But like that's where it's when people show up and just make bold proclamations about like who is best among, and it's like, well, it's more nuanced than that. But yes, that is one thing that I did not realize. I always thought, okay. Dog, how come you didn't do this when I got in, you dirty rat? I don't have any AI. If it's your AI, then fine. But if you're buying somebody else's AI, it's a scam. I assure you, people that have working AI are not looking to sell it. Yeah, TBT, very low in commissions. Funding next is a lot more commissions. Whoa, that's wild stat. Holy smokes, cranky bits. So yeah, it's like little things like that. Take Profit Trader. I never really realized this until several months ago when someone pointed out. They actually have dirt cheap commissions compared to a lot of the other prop firms. Now, does that mean that they're therefore the best? Well, no. I mean, if you don't make a whole lot of trades, then it's probably not important to you. But if you're a day trader and you're doing quite a bit of trades every day, yeah, commissions can add up. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. Neither did I for quite a while. And then somebody was like, dude, actually Take Profit Trader is even better than XYZ in this situation because of the commissions. And I was like, wait, I thought all commissions were the same pretty much. Nope. All right, I'm long. Let's see if this thing does now want to recover up off of this 21 EMA. I need a winning trade here. I'm kind of on a cold streak right now. So basically we have what I'm seeing as kind of the, if this ascending triangle is, or, ascending triangle, we found some support down here. Does it want to maybe come up here? I don't even care if it breaks out or not, but even if it were to revisit, that would still have me plenty in the green. But would love to see it just bounce, do an old-fashioned bounce off the 21 EMA. It's held so far. And on this nasty move down, it recovered quickly back up. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe there's some strength in here. Or maybe I just got suckered in. I guess hindsight will tell. Put a couple targets up there. Again, beautiful candles right at the 21 EMA. If this doesn't work out, well, then I don't know. I don't know. 5-minute candle is nice, long, lower shadow. Come on, get up through that yellow line. Okay, again, for anybody in the chat that is a beginner to the prop firm space, ignore all this back and forth about all these other prop firms. I understand it's now officially becoming overwhelming for you. Take Profit Trader. Very, very clean set of rules, daily payouts, a lot of good things going on. So these people, right, again, the people that are talking about all these other prop firms going back and forth, they would be in the category of experienced prop firm trader. But if you are just thinking about moving into prop firms and futures, just take Profit Trader. Don't get overwhelmed. Funding, well, isn't that for Forex? We're day trading futures around here, not Forex. Man, this market is not stopping the bullish moves. Well, I hope you're right, because I'm looking for a bullish move here. I hope I get one. You better not have jinxed me, hey-o. Another nice little candle here. But come on, brother, push up. Oh, you will get it? Okay, so if I don't get it, well, what do I do with you, Heyo? Will you, I mean, what are we going to do if I don't get it, Heyo? No, what they're saying is you have 50K in purchasing power. But also, heyo, I mean, at what point do we treat people like adults? Like, you do have to read a little bit, right? You have to do a little bit of research, right? Where does personal accountability come into play? Again, Miklo, what you're doing is doggone it. What you're doing is you're shopping based on price, not rules. I disagree with that. I say shop based on rules, not price. I can't stop. I'm not going to stop out at the bottom of this range right here. This is such an annoying day. The chat has been great though. We've good conversation. It's weird because the chat has been solid, but the trading is just. I don't like. What am I supposed to do? I guess that was the scalpy scalp, but that looked beautiful. Why wouldn't I think that it would curl back up at that point? Garbage action. Mango is back. Anyways, for the people that are like, oh, here's the problem with shopping based on price, not rules. The plan around here is we're going to start our own prop firm. It's going to be called the Baboon Den, and we're going to offer $10 accounts where you get $500,000 of purchasing power for $10. The thing here, though, is that we're going to have like 4,000 rules. So nobody's ever going to pass our test. But our business model is going to feast upon those that shop based on price, not on rules. So, yeah. That is the way. That is definitely the way. Because, I mean, the vast majority of people, all they care about, and I like I said, I understand why. But that's the point of life. Let's educate. Do not shop based on price. Shop based on prop firm rules. Come on, get up there. It's probably teasing me. It'll watch it now dump. It's getting all the way back to break even, which would be that blue line. Now watch it dump. It's just been one of those days for me. The market just wants to tease me. Yeah, exactly. We're going to have all kinds of cool little rules. But for the people that adopt the issue of, hey, man, I just want to shop based on price. Okay. Oh, we're going to give you a good price. Are we going to give you good rules? Nope. Come on. Please don't reject off the blue line. No. Oh. Yeah, can't trade on Wednesday. Yeah, must hold all trades for at least an hour. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Trades with odd numbered target stops will be banned. There you go. I like that one, William. That's good. Good job, Papa. Congrats. Now this is so obnoxious. Like I realize this is not the case, but man, this is one of these things where I feel like the market, it just knows. It knows where my entry's at, and now it's like, oh no, we're not gonna let you. We're gonna bring it right up to your entry, but we're not gonna let it through. Market's just waiting for... Oh, I don't know about waiting for Nvidia. Markets have already kind of made a bigger move today. Yeah, green line is the 21 EMA. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this. Just... Yeah, maybe the phone is listening. You gotta be kidding me. I was just joking about... Wow. Whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying though about Miklos? About how you see where I'm coming from about shopping based on rules, not on price? You were right when you were trying to lose. Yeah, see? Isn't that weird how that works? I mean, we're right at this low here. I don't know if I want to add. I don't like it enough to add. It's just so annoying. Rolling white am here. Cool, welcome. Nice to have you. Yeah, that's true, Rambo. Sale ends this Sunday. Now I'm actually a little tempted to add up here. Like if this thing actually recovers all the way back up, that would be pretty impressive. But I don't know if that's just me out fancying myself. Hey, thank you, Jace, for the kind words. Good to have you. It is bullish. Well, I hope you're right. I am trying to make money from the bullishness. Thank you, Wolf. How long have I been in this? I think I was 27 years old when I entered this trade. I'm now 43, so you can do the math. That's what it feels like. Did you enter for a buy? Yes. My entry point as a buy is that blue line. Today is just such a I don't want to stop out right. All right, whatever. I'm going to add some more right there. If it goes down there. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Franklin is just a dirtbag. No, he's not a dirtbag. He's just socially awkward. His situational awareness is, how should we put this, lacking. Yeah, exactly, Okoro. That's why I'm just going to add there, because, I mean, that's like... See if it wants to come back up. Try to play the bounce up off of the purple line. Okay, I'm in. Or not in, but I added. Come on, let's see an epic bounce here. Let's get epic. Let's get epic. Again, blue line is my average price. I am long. I actually feel kind of good about this. Look at the 5-minute. Beautiful hammer taking shape. Come on. Do not do the thing again where you go to the blue line and then just stop like you did a little while ago. William, dude, okay. Can somebody let William know that like I add to positions? Like he's acting like this is news to him or something. No, I have zero desire to trade in a personal account. The math makes no sense to me. No, I understand you love DCA, but what I'm pointing out is like you're making these statements as if like this is out of the ordinary. It's like somebody who always wears a green hat and then somebody shows up and they're like, dude's got a green hat on. You guys see the guy's green hat? It's like, yeah, that's not news. Okay, never mind, William. You're just... Whew. Look at this. All right, well... What a crock. Okay, added some more. This thing either is bouncing here or it's not going to be pleasant. We got the 21 EMA on the 5-minute too that I'm trying to trust. Okay, 21 EMA on the 5-minute. Do your job. We need this bounce. I'm at basically gonna keep looking over there because that's where my 5-minute's at. Come on. Come on. Well, we either bounce or it'll be a big loss. But there is my stop. We will see what happens. But this one has just played me like a fiddle all the way through. And I am very close to getting stopped. And I'm not. Yeah, there's no way I survive this one down. Go ahead. Take me out. There we go. Dang. Well, that was not fun. So this is the cycle. This is the phase. This is the phase of like a live stream trading. Okay, I've had this trade. The next phase is now the people that I've never seen before crawl out of the woodwork and explain to me how everything was, how it was so obvious that all this was going to happen. So this is the next phase. Everybody with hindsight in their favor will now come out. Never seen the names before. We'll be like, Clay, dude, did you not see this, that, or the other? Clay, did you not notice that the Argentinian ATR crossed over with the Mongolian MACD, which then rejected off the France Fibonacci point? You idiot. It's like, sorry, I missed all that. That's sorry about that. Man, today is like just like slow, steady. No bounce at all. Nothing. I really actually was feeling good when it got down at that one moment. I'm like, man, look at that 5 minute. We're getting a great hammer. It happens. So yes, today is, I guess, officially I'm a scammer because I suck at trading. We will not hear from the you are a scammer, Clay, because you're always green. Clay, every time I'm here, you're green, you little scammer. What are you hiding? Nope, those people we will not hear from. Today is the day we will possibly hear from the Clay. You don't even know what you're doing. You suck at trading, scammer. That's man. That one is just I don't know. Should I? In hindsight, no, I should not have added to the trade. But if I'm just trying to reduce hindsight from there, I really don't. I added at places where it could have logically bounced from. It just didn't. It just didn't at all. Did they? No. Are you serious, Steve, or are you just joking around? Okay, January, you either are going to get banned or you're going to start to give some numbers. I'm pretty sure you're a troll, but you're not bringing any value. Go short. You tell me how you're going to make money from the short side. You did the whole thing while I was in that trade. So January, you can either man up and give 3 numbers, or I'm just going to consider you a troll, which I'm pretty sure you are. Clay, if I buy 100K now, will the reset be 100? No, that is gone. The resets are now. I don't know what off the top of my head what a reset is for the $100 or for I'm sorry for the 100K account, but it will not be 100. What? No, Jay, I 100% agree. If you live stream, you're going to hear people's opinions. Fully agree. My complaint is this. People give opinions with a different data set than what I had and what they had. What is this different data set? The different data set being this thing called hindsight. So, Jay, yeah, you made bad decision and now everyone will come bite you for bad adding of lots in there. Like you right now, you're saying it was bad where I added. Again, with your data set, I do agree. Your data set of hindsight, fair enough. But at that point, where, with my data set, aka not hindsight, I thought it made sense. And you know what? Had it bounced, Jay, I have the sneaky suspicion you would not be calling those bad adding. I bet you'd be saying, hey, man, good job adding at those bounce points. Because, hey, surprise, Clay, you got to bounce. I just want learn. Okay, welcome. You're a newbie. Don't you think that's a little bizarre that as somebody that is trying to learn, you're telling people to hold or go long or go short? You know what I mean? Thank you, Heyo. Your trade was fine. You didn't break it. Exactly. Chill. Okay. Mommy, he's yelling. Mommy, he's upset. Okay, this is an interesting area for a long. We have a pivot point. You can't really see the pivot point because it's it's behind the overnight high, and we have the 200 period moving average. So I am interested in a long down around that. Ooh. And then okay, no. I was gonna say, do we also have the 5-minute? But no, it doesn't quite. Well, Mango, if you are conflicted, then hopefully you did not take any trade. Because confliction is a good piece of data. What should you use if you feel conflicted to not take a trade? First rule of trading, never add to okay, here we go. Hey, along. Let me guess. Second rule of trading, the trend is your friend. Third rule of trading, buy low, sell high. Is you're going to keep dropping knowledge like that? Goodness. People just, again, you can tell people are newbies when they don't understand there's a difference between position building and just randomly averaging in, like randomly down. Like, I never planned to add, but I'm just going to do it just because. Why am I adding right there? I don't know. I have no reason. I'm just going to add in. So. Oh. Yeah, see, Wigwam, that's what I mean. This person does not believe that. They don't understand the nuance between randomly averaging in, which I agree with, you don't want to do that, and versus what you're saying, scaling in, building a position. Exactly. That's just where, welcome to the world of the internet, folks, where we got one guy saying, hold, go short, and then, to his credit, at least he was honest. He's like, hey, man, I'm just trying to learn. Only in the internet can you have people that are, can you imagine if the internet was real life? And like somebody shows up to math class and they know nothing about math. And then they start yelling at the teacher, yeah, 2 + 2 = 7. And people are like, wait, what? It's like, well, no, I'm just here to learn. Right, Jay. Thank you. Thank you for all that, Jay. What I'm submitting to you, though, is just, I'm not quite sure you would be saying all that had I gotten the bounces that I thought I could have gotten. I think you might have been saying, Clay, way to have confidence in your trade plan. Way to add and scale in at those bounce points because you got the bounce. Good conviction, good trust, good confidence. Big green trade. Well done. I think you might be saying that with hindsight in your favor, had it worked out. I've never seen before. This is the first. Well, hey, good to have you, Grey Ghost. Welcome. I mean, let me tell you what. Everybody is an expert when you have the data set known as hindsight. Like, I am a very, very, like, my hindsight trading account, last I checked, was at $800 billion. I did try to withdraw a mere $100,000 yesterday, but it keeps getting rejected. I'm like, what are you? I have $800 billion. Why won't you let me withdraw $100,000? It's constantly rejected. But yeah, my hindsight trading account, whoo, that thing is loaded. Voice volume is low. Is that true? Is my voice volume low? I have a microphone, and as far as I can tell, it's good. I don't know. Ashnu, maybe you got to just turn up your speakers. Yeah, Wigwam. Trolls on here can't pass evals on their hindsight. Dang, that was savage. Brother, even with hindsight, you couldn't pass an account. Dang, James. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Goodness, you just cooked people up. Man, the hindsight account. Well, Jason, it is great. Like I said, I have $800 billion in it. However, when I try to withdraw the money to my bank account so I can spend it, it like all my withdrawals are always denied. It's crazy. I don't know why. Okay. I see what's going on here. Ashnu, what is this? Some sort of spam so you can advertise for somebody else? Ashnu, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're some sort of bot. That was clever. I can't hear you. Oh, really? Well, I just came from insert whatever name, and I could hear it fine there. Clever. Clever. Hey, props. The 1 minute 299 EMA. I prefer the 297 EMA on the Norwegian time frame. No, not spam, really. Okay, well, that comes across. Ocean, you're the only person with volume problems. Everybody else says the voice sounds fine. I'm here because I was thinking about buying clay squares. I'm still on the fence. Okay, well, whatever you decide, more power to you. I longed at 221. And where's your stop at? I won't lie, my volume is up 100% and I normally got it at 50%. Okay, so you're having volume issues, Raspberry? I can check it. I mean, but when I asked, nobody else said anything. Ooh, some of you are deaf. This should be at like 77. What in the world? We got some deaf people here. My voice should Ashun. Apologies, sir. I apparently have a lot of deaf people that can barely hear. It should sound good now. Usually I have it at 77. It is now at 77. Does it sound better now, Ocean? I'm not shouting. James, if you think I'm shouting right now, man, this may not be the place for you. This is like my normal voice level. I'm what shall we call a bit intense. Okay, well, that made sense because usually my mic is at 77 and it was at 59. So there we go. Hey, B. Fleur. All right, how about it is a clay fade day. It is officially a clay fade day. So it's a time for everybody to get long because I'm about to go short here. So everybody get ready to get long if you want to make money. Because I'm trying to get short. And All right, well, I tried to get short, and it, it did not fill me, and now it drops down. Okay. So I guess had I gotten filled, that would have been a good long. But because I tried to go short and did not get filled, I guess that's what's making this what would have been a good quality short at this point. Oh boy, where are we at? Oh man, we're not even 2 hours into this thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. My mind is, this is getting stupid. I will say this though, the chat has been nice. I like the chat today. I mean, we've had a couple of, but overall, I'm liking it. I like G-Cow. G-Cow. That's one of my favorite ETFs. To me, the what they're trying to do, it just makes sense. Yeah, no, I have zero expectations that I get back to green today. So if you do believe this is some sort of like new downtrend, this is like a bear flag. Like if you were writing a book and was called Beautiful Bear Flags, you could use this as an example in it. Good question, Rogue. 30 days. All right, I'm about to try this bear flag breakdown. So which means it's probably going to bounce since it's the clay fade day. So if you want to make money, be prepared to get long because I'm about to get short. Okay, I want to see it bounce up first and then bounce up. And then if it comes down, there we go. A little bit more. Perfect. All right, there we go. If it comes back down, I'm getting short at the red line. Okay. We'll look to get short at the red line. So I'm trying to anticipate the breakdown of this bear flag. Which means it's probably going to bounce from here. So again, given as it officially a clay fade day, I knew the streak was going to have to end. Man, I've been on such a good streak with these live streams. All good things must come to an end at some point. But yeah, we are back at clay fade territory. You know it's bad when I'm not living in the past. Like, oh man, last week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Monday. Oh man. I could like do no wrong. I'm reminiscing of the good old days. Again, if you want to make money, it's clay fade. Look to get long right here. Yeah, last week was great for sure. It was. I want a long at the 150 area. Hey, I would happily get short there, and for you to get, what am I in? I'm in. That happened kind of fast. Okay, come on. Come on, brother. That is a beautiful candle. Beautiful candle. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let go, bear flag. Did I just get suckered in again to a... I'm having flashbacks to my rising wedge earlier. You got to be kidding me. Dude. You can't make, like, what? You can't make this stuff up. What in the world? That was looking so beautiful like 8 seconds ago, and now it's this. Yeah, like I said, clay fade. You want to make money, do the opposite of me now. Wow. I'm adding to a winner if it comes back down. I'm adding there. Adding to a winner. Because that would be an insanely good-looking chart if I can actually get filled at that red line. Come on, brother. Just throwing out some targets in case there's some sort of quick spike. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fill me. Fill me. Dude, look how good it looks right now. Are you kidding me? Beautiful candle again. Come on, let loose, bear flag. Beautiful back-to-back candles here. Looking to add at the red line. Come on. What is up with these trades that keep taking like forever? I feel like such a sway trader today. Come on. Oh my goodness. These upper shadows just like, well, yeah, no, we don't care about the upper shadows. Okay, now if this thing comes back down, it'll look that much better. Are you kidding me? All right. Gotta get out. Wow. What is this? What? Whatever. Whatever. Well, I guess on the bright side, at least it didn't film me and then do that. Hey, NullTube, I remember you from yesterday, maybe? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, I'm gonna wipe my hands of all responsibility. There is a market spy here. I irritated, a market maker's feelings. So they're out. It's not my fault. It's just all being manipulated against me. There we go. I appreciate that. Where was your stop at? The place I stopped out? What kind of question is that? I stop out and then somebody asks, where's your stop at? Huh? It's like, I buy. Where's your entry point at? Well, I don't know the spot I bought. Was that like, what? Am I missing something? Hey Clay, what color is your blue shirt? Blue? I asked where it was. I don't understand. My stop loss, where my stop loss was where I got stopped out at. Like I you got stopped out going long? Dang. I don't know the exact number of my stop loss. But like that's the point of the live stream. You could go and watch and you could see. So you didn't have. Are you drunk? Okay. Usually you are fine. Now you're kind of on a rough streak. A couple days ago I had to put you in timeout, and now, yeah, maybe it's ban time. I literally got stopped out of the trade, and then you're like, so you didn't have a stop. Dude, I just got stopped out. So either you are drunk right now, or you just are still upset about the timeout and you're in total troll mode right now. Dude, I'm not being confusing. Where did you set your stop is what I asked. Go back and watch. You can see where my stop was. It's where I got stopped out. What are you talking about? Holy smokes. Dude literally just told me that I didn't have a stop loss on a trade that I stopped out of. And then he says that I'm being the confusing one. Clay, why are you giving this guy so much time? Because he's actually been around a long time and is usually fine. Like he's actually an asset around here. So that's why I'm questioning. Either he decided to go into troll mode for some reason, or he's been sniffing paint. You stopped out manually. You didn't have a stop loss. Well, where I manually stopped out is where my stop loss was. Are you... All right, this guy's gone. What an absolute moron. Holy smokes. Maybe you were trying to ask, hey, Clay, was that a hard stop or a mental stop? Yes, it was a mental stop. But like to say that I didn't have a stop loss is just either you are drunk, a total moron, or you're rage baiting. So you probably should have said, what type of stop loss were you using? But to say I didn't have a stop loss when I literally stopped out, yeah. Yeah, holy smokes. I don't know what, like you said, that guy used to be like totally like, hey man, what's up? I don't remember why. I timed him out, I think last week. So he's either still upset about that, so he's here rage baiting, or he's an idiot, or he's drunk. I don't think he's an idiot. He could be drunk. I mean, you never know. So maybe he's drunk. I don't know. But it's either he's rage baiting or he's drunk, because I don't think he's an idiot. Okay, I'm thinking about another short up here, which means everybody get ready to get long. Doggone it. No, if there's one thing if I know the person, respect the person, and I know what they're doing, and I know that they know what they're doing, I do let those ones can sway me, which I think is a good thing. But yes, January. Let me put it this way. No offense, buddy, but in my trade earlier, when you were telling me to stay in, I was not staying in because your comments were swaying me to stay in. No offense. now it goes down. Okay, well, never mind on that. I'm not sure what you're apologizing for. You're fine, brother. You're fine. I'm just letting you know that thank you. I agree. And okay, I'm short. Come on, dump. This is a bad trade, by the way. Even if it works out, bad trade. Even if this thing keeps coming down, bad trade. About to get even worse. Now it's even a worse trade. If you are following me step by step right now and doing what I'm doing, you are even more of a dented baboon than I am. So let me just be very clear about that. I'm adding more right there. That'd actually be very attractive if I can get filled there. This is why you don't chase. Again, if you are following me right now, you are an absolute moron. Getting close to my add point. I'm not reading the comments right now. I already have enough voices in my head. I don't need any more. No offense. Sorry, everybody. I got enough voices in my head right now. There's the ad. Come on now. Let's go. Come on. And it just bounces off my blue line again. This is just, I don't even know. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm adding more if it comes down. Looking to add at the red line. If it comes down. Come on. Added. Come on now. Let's go. Look at this beautiful candle. Another upper shadow. Come on, sellers. Just keep it up now. You've smacked down 3 bounces in a row. Come on. Go. Go. Come on. Go. Get through that trend line. Get through. All right. Again, that was not a good trade. I don't even know. Did I even make money on that trade? I have no idea. Did I make money on that? I don't know. Clay, that was a terrible trade. I know it was. I said it the entire time, okay? That's why I told people, don't follow. If you're following me right now, you're a moron, okay? So the quickest way to get yourself sent to the VIP room right now is to tell me, Clay, that was a bad trade. Because I literally said that the entire way through. What you are witnessing right now is a man on tilt. Clay's not. You're not a man. Okay, you got me. Okay, good one. And there it goes. The crazy thing is, had I not chased, I would have been so nice. But because my first entry was right here, because I chased, when it bounced and then did all this, which was beautiful. And it's, again, everything got messed up because I chased. So yes. Yeah, this is a 150K account. Yeah, well said. What Cam said. My flexibility, I just lost a lot of flexibility because I chased. But I am on tilt right now. Now it's a controlled tilt, but like I still don't care. Like I don't care. And I'm not under control enough to put myself in timeout. But today has one right now. So annoying. There's a bond auction. Is there a bond auction today? I don't remember seeing a bond auction. If so, I don't really care because I don't care about anything right now. Are we sure there's a bond auction? I don't see a bond auction. Really? Even this, just garbage. Look at that. Started to break down, and then, now it's one thing if it breaks down and then levels out and then maybe gives you a hammer and then it does something like that. Okay, fine. But this is such nonsense. Straight down, beautiful, and then straight back up in like the next candle. Once more, I don't have a problem with breakdowns where they break down, they consolidate a little bit, and then start to work their way back up. But this is just brutal stuff. Beautiful breakdown, straight back up, like, okay. He only knows to say, I don't care. Dude lives on eternal denial. Are you drunk? Like, do you understand the epic irony of that statement? Like, I literally am saying I am on tilt right now. That is why I don't care. That would be the exact. So here's what denial would look like. Hey, everybody, I'm fine. That was a good trade. I'm not on tilt. Like, that would be denial. I swear, like, please, if we have any teachers in here, please go to your principals and say, can we implement critical thinking into our curriculum, please? Like, can we start to teach people at least how to think a little bit? So right now that he's got, well, we've had some doozies now. After I stop out of a trade, Clay, you didn't have a stop, but I just stopped out. No, and now we have, yeah, exactly, Ty. Like, I literally just had what I'm displaying is the exact opposite of denial. And then I'm called, like, who are these people? Like, where do they come from? Make America, yes, America used to be able to critically think, like back in the day. But man, make America CT, critical thinkers. Goodness. Yeah, with Nvidia earnings, I'm sure that might, but yeah. I know some of you are doing very well in the day. So like for some of you, like, my turd right now is many of yours gold bar. So which is fine. That's just how it is. So here's a paper trade to see if I even have any sort of like, so I want to get short here. This is what I think is a good trade. Short there. So this is, kind of how I like to build confidence back. Let's just do a quick paper trade. So I'm not going to actually take it. But there we go. I think, right now, with my vision, I think a short right here would be good. Stop over there. Let's see. Now, if this obviously goes up and just blows through it, then that's not going to be good for my confidence. But at least I know that my market vision is totally off. I'm just trading on Sim for now, candle spikes. Yeah. Not every day a green day. Not every day is going to be a green day. So right now I would not have been filled. I'm only up 4% for the day. What platform? I am. So 2 layers to that question. I am trading through a prop firm. That prop firm is Take Profit Trader. That's the link that you see at the top of the screen. Through that prop firm, the platform I'm using is called Tradeovate. So layer number 1, prop firm, Take Profit Trader. Layer number 2, Tradeovate. I've been on tilt all week, limited myself to 2 micros. It's helped. Yeah, that's good responsibility there. That's good stuff. A big hammer on the 5-minute. I can't see the time frame. Right there, 2-minute. But then off screen, I have other time frames too. I had a good trade at market open, but was only 1 micro, sadly. Nice. Every day we all know. Well, thank you, Marco. I appreciate that. Yeah. I realize in the past few days these moves are common when a wedge is building. So then, are you just doing the opposite then, Mazer? Like if you see one of these patterns, you're just doing the opposite of what it should work? Is that what you're telling me I should be doing now? Upper and lower shadows all over, indeed. When I'm in queue at market open made me $400. Nice. Nice. I am still interested in a long down here if it ever does get down to that area. All right, well, so this is somewhat good for my confidence because broadly speaking, I was right. I thought I'd want to roll back over. Now but that didn't really mean I made any money, right? Because I had my entry point right here and my stop up there. So yes, I was right. Broadly speaking, it wanted to roll over, but I would never have been filled. So that was kind of good for the confidence. Where does it say the time frame on the screen? Right here. Right there. James, are you day trading options? Or are these like swing trades you're talking about here, James? All right. So the way it works, I'm gonna throw it back in your corner, Max. So it's called 50% consistency, meaning you can only make 50% of the profit target in a day. So for the 50K, the profit target is 3,000. So 50% consistency, you can only make 50% of that in a single day. So what do you think that number is, Max? I want to teach you to fish. I don't want to just hand you a fish. Oh, that's a swing? Okay, well, if you're swing trading options, fine. But if day trading options is garbage, I just wait till the wedge is broken. All right, Mazar, well, give us a trade plan for one of these. The next time you see it, give us some numbers so we can see exactly how you're maneuvering. I lose day trading. Have you ever day traded futures, James? I'm telling you what, you will love day trading futures compared to options. All right, I'm getting this line out of here. It has haunted my dreams enough. Fishing can't be taught. It can only be learned. Well, is 1,500 50% of 3,000? Oh, James, no. No, you're not gonna have any barrels of oil show up. So what we're doing here is we were day trading futures through a prop firm because prop firms are a massive risk control tool. So you will have you definitely will have zero worries of anything ever showing up with a prop firm. But good, James, you are the reason why I'm doing this live stream, to make people aware of day trading futures through a prop firm. So the cool thing, James, about futures, which you'll appreciate, futures contracts, while contracts do not have theta. There is no theta. Yeah, you would not want to use E-Trade for futures because you don't want to use your own capital to trade futures. because futures, they're no joke. They move and they move quick. But within a prop firm, now you still have a little bit of your capital at risk, but very, very minimal. But then you have a whole lot of upside potential. But yeah, I totally get why you don't like day trading options, because I'm guessing theta drives you up the wall, but there's no theta in futures. Now, if you day trade options here and you're like, what's theta? What's this guy talking about? I'm a day trader of options. This guy's an idiot. He keeps talking about theta. What's he even talking about? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's what we call a red flag, folks. Yeah, and James, you already use charts, so the cool thing here about futures is it's all charts anyways. So if you already know how to use charts, you're 97% of the way there to already understanding futures. Yeah, sorry, James. I didn't want to imply you didn't know what theta was. I was just saying in general. In general, if anybody here is in the shadows and you day trade options and you don't know what theta is, that's rough. All right, I want to short this, which means I'm going to just try going long. Okay, I'm doing the opposite of what I want to do. Let's see if this works. Hey, look at that. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but holy crap. That's embarrassing, but kind of cool because it was a green trade. I think it's more embarrassing than anything, though. Goodness. There we go. So I just faded myself. That's how it works. I just faded myself, boys and girls. A lot of fake outs now that Powell now there. Huh? A lot of fake outs now that Powell now there. Bullish gods, I need you to step 1, put down the meth pipe. Step 2, try again, please. But do not do step 2 without doing step 1 first, okay? It was a good plan. I faded myself. Stand by. Again, I'm on the 2-minute time frame. I could be wrong, but I'm not quite sure the 2-minute time frame really cares about who the Fed speaker is. You know what I mean? It's the 2-minute time frame. No, if you are on an hourly, if you're some sort of sway trader, okay, I'm more open to the idea that maybe you need to factor that sort of stuff in. But dude, it's the 2-minute time frame. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. $200-point 2-minute candle yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. A lot of liquidity building here. Yeah, there's a lot of volume exchanging hands. Can someone watch your site and poach you? Okay, no, see, guys, no. I really wish trading were that easy, where you wake up, you roll out of bed, you yell at your mom to make you meatloaf for breakfast, you walk over to your computer, and you just blindly follow somebody on YouTube, and then you just make money. Like, that, how nice would that be? It don't work that way, though. You got to learn to think for yourself. So, no, don't be going around trying to poach. So, are you trading an ETF? No, this is futures that I'm doing, James. This is what I'm trying to encourage you to do. Day trade futures. The future that I'm doing is the MNQ, which is the contract for the NASDAQ indice. Okay, Johnny, I appreciate all that. You have given a whole lot of words. Fair observation. You seem to be a believer in manipulation. Fine. Now, can you help summarize this and make it a little... What just happened here, brothers? There it is. Right, Johnny. But what I'm asking is, can you, like, how do you make money from all this, though? Like, could you give us a trade plan, please, with 3 numbers? Could you give us where you would enter as a number, where your stop is as an enter or as a number, and then where your target is as a number? Are you able to do that? Again, Johnny, cool. You've shared your observations, lots of words, fantastic. But that doesn't actually mean anything because you actually have to take all those words and make them practical. Practical being with a trade plan. So can you give us 3 numbers? Short, okay. 29,300. Okay, where's your stop going to be? So there, Johnny's waiting for it to come back up. He's waiting for it to come back up. Okay, and then where's your stop going to be? No, okay. Well, where's your stop at? Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. Above, okay, see, no. Above the wick doesn't mean anything. Like, what is the value? Nobody knows how you define above. Is above 1 point, 2 point, 3 points? So if you would just give us a number, then we would have all those terms defined. I'm telling you, folks, there is such powerful clarification in just giving a number. 310, okay. So you define above as basically 2 points. Fair enough. All right, well, on that note, I do give Johnny respect. And where's your target at, Johnny? Johnny is giving numbers. So even if he is wrong and gets stopped out, still has my respect. At least he had the courage to give numbers. Scalp on the monthly chart. Dude, that's weak. No, yearly chart. Micro scalps on the yearly chart, brother. We'll scale some out at 200. Okay, so his target is down here. There we go, Johnny. You have my respect. You are a man of courage that was willing to give some numbers as opposed to just say words. So shout out to you, Johnny. Nice to have you here. Hopefully you stick around. I like people that will give numbers. I invest long-term on the tick chart. Agreed. That is definitely the best way to go about it. Would this be acceptable? I don't know, AMS. I don't know your strategy better than you do. Potentially thinking a short up here and then just stop right there. I mean, it's rejected here a couple times before. It's looking kind of tasty right here. I'm getting short. I'm short. Dude. Don't even think about it. Thank you, brother. Okay. This will be a winning trade. Did I actually just get a trade that went in my favor some? What is this nonsense? It's actually working? Okay, so my risk right now is small green because my stop is now in green territory. But come on, you dirty rat. You dirty rat. You can't even go a little bit in my favor. Clay, Ron here, do you speak Russian at all? Is this Russian? Is that Russian? Is that Russian? You broke the spell when I faded. Yeah, maybe so. So many wicks on the upside. Agreed. Agreed, Adam. More, whatever you just... Okay, well then, no, I do not speak Russian. If that was Russian, then my answer would have been yes, I do speak Russian. But apparently, that was not Russian, so therefore, no, I do not speak Russian. At least I tried, though. Might try another short up around there. We'll see. We'll see. I trade crypto. Again, if you want to be a day trader, though, like day trading futures, yeah, you'll get movement. Futures are no joke, which again is why it's day trade futures through a prop firm. Okay, maybe looking for another short around here. Let's see. Can you? Okay. Stop being, don't be part of the cult, okay? I can't stand when we have the gold people or the crypto people that are like, okay, Clay, I'll move to futures, but only if I can still do gold or only if I can still do crypto. It's like, dude, just seek after what's got the most volume. Go after what's got the most volume. Trade the indices. Stop being so loyal to this stuff. Be loyal to liquidity. Be loyal to markets that have the most volume. That's where your loyalty should lie. What's going to make my job the smoothest, easiest? I'm gonna make a t-shirt. Loyalty to liquidity. I'm with you, Johnny. He just, yeah, I think Neil speaks Russian. He just did. Neil was speaking Russian to Johnny, but I'm with you. I'm with you, Johnny. I have no idea. He sounded smart, though. That's true. I mean, he sounded really smart, though. But not sure what you're saying, but all right, brother. Agreed. That's my answer. Neil, I have no idea what you're saying either, but all right, brother. I'm studying Russian right now. Yeah, go read Neil's comment. You can learn about Russian right there. All right, Hans, I appreciate that. The 3 numbers. You have my respect, sir. Puts here? No. Stop day trading puts. Shrasin. Stop day trading options. Holy smokes. As someone that used to day trade options, I'm telling you right now, futures are 1,000,000 times better. AMS, brother. You know where you can get into the weeds with those sorts of conversations, dude. Another rejection. Okay. No, I already explained it for you. Given you use a chart, you're already 97% of the way there to futures. The other 3%, you just need to know the point system. Stop loss. Put your ego aside. I know you think you're a big baller because you're a supposed mortgage lender or whatever. You literally said, after I stopped out of a trade, Clay, you didn't have a stop. That's what you said. I said, no, I did have a stop because I stopped out. No, you didn't. So don't even try to gaslight me into like making me seem to be like I was the drunk one. Now, what you meant to say was, hey, Clay, what type of stop were you using? Was that a mental stop or a hard stop? I think that's what you actually meant. That rogue candle would have wiped your account. Yes, thank goodness it's a prop account. Holy smokes. Put your ego aside. I don't know what happened to you, but I don't know if you're like some of your loans are like defaulting or what. But don't act like, again, dude, why are you giving this guy so much time? Because he used to be like a totally normal person here, and he's gone off the deep end. But don't show up after I get stopped out of a trade and be like, dude, where's your stop? What do you mean, where's my stop? I literally got stopped out. So you could scroll back and see where my stop was, where I got stopped out. No, you didn't have a stop. But dude, I literally just got stopped out. And then he's like trying to make me seem like I'm the crazy one. What is going on? I got lucky this morning, made 10K instant. Wow. Well, congrats, Green Trump. You gambled and it paid off. Congrats. Stop loss. You would have my respect if you just said, all right, let me clarify. I meant to ask what type of stop loss were you using? That's all you have to do. Instead of continuing trying to do mental gymnastics, that's all you got to do. Clay, Clay, I didn't really ask that very clearly. I realized you had a stop because you got stopped out of the trade. What I meant to ask was what type of stop was that? It appears to have been a mental stop. Is that accurate? Like, that's all you got to do. You would have my respect, water under the bridge. But it's people like you that continually try to pretzel themselves out of just very basic logical definitions. It's just, why? A mental stop loss is not a stop loss. You literally just called it a mental stop loss. Kids, when somebody offers you a meth pipe, tell them, no thank you. No thank you, I don't want that meth pipe. When somebody hands you a can of paint and says, sniff it, please tell them no, or else you're going to be making these statements. A mental stop loss is not a stop loss. A blue ball is not a ball. That white polar bear is not white. Exactly. What was the number? Where I got stopped out. Nathan, what are Nathan and stop loss? You guys work together? Like, it's not that hard. Where was the stop loss? Where I got stopped out. Hey, Clay, where was your entry? Where I bought? Okay, so Nathan and Stop Loss Bandit are paint sniffing buddies. They probably like sniff it out of each other's armpits or something. I don't know. This is wild. Nathan, I would engage with you, but given you have now gone over into, I don't know, like, I don't think you're here to have a genuine conversation at all, Nathan. So, yeah. When you ask things like, exactly, what was the number? The number of the stop is where I got stopped out. Like, that's where my mental stop was at, where I got stopped out. Do I remember that number off the top of my head? I don't, but, like, definitionally speaking, you shorted an uptrend with no okay. I can only do so much. I don't know. I like Stop Loss Bandit. Like I said, I think he's just having a bad day. So I'm not going to ban him, but we'll give him 24 hours. Maybe he'll come back. But like, I think he's just having a bad day. But dude, a mental stop loss is not a stop loss. I want you to think hard about that statement. No, I don't. This one looks kind of strong. I'm going to pass by on the short here. I did. I gave him 24 hours. I like the guy. That's why I'm so confused by all this. I think he's just having a bad day. That's all I can chalk it up to. Like when you have bad days, sometimes basic forms of logic go out the window. But like a mental stop loss is not a stop loss. It's just by definition makes no sense. I know what he means. James. Like I said, this could have all been water on the bridge if you said, oh, Clay, I misspoke. What type of stop loss were you using? Was that a hard stop or a mental stop? Like, that's all he had to say. I was like, oh, I was just using a mental stop. Well, where's your mental stop at? Well, where I got out, where I pressed the exit button. Like I said, I don't know what that number was because, I was visually watching because it was a mental stop. So, like, it's just... Now, if I let that go up forever and I cooked the account, then this all makes sense. Dude, you were not using a stop. You're right. I was not using a stop. That's why I cooked the account. That would be fair. Okay, who is this Nathan guy? Where does this guy come from? I'm busting his chops because I like him and I'm very confused by the logic that he just displayed. So we'll put this Nathan guy. I don't know. I love when people show up, they start asking me questions, and then they start to lecture me. Like, why are you asking me questions if you're just going to lecture me on all this sort of stuff? What's the point of asking me a question, Quit demanding everyone give you 3 numbers if you can't do the same. Okay, keeping the Wild West is gone. Why? Surely you can see the difference between somebody that is not trading before our eyes and somebody that is trading before our eyes. Like, I don't map out or I don't give you 3 numbers because you can watch on the freaking screen. Like, that would be the difference. Keep the West Wild between somebody else that's just saying stuff in the chat versus me who is not this saying stuff. Like, I'm doing stuff. Well, what are you doing? Well, just watch the screen. Like, if you can't make that distinction, then you are like, what is going on? Holy smokes. Like I said, the ability to, that's not even a hard distinction though. Like, do you actually have to be taught to, Today, I said start off good with the chat box. We have gone off the rails. We have gone off the rails. Number 1, don't be emotional. I agree, Kent. Again, Kent, would you like a business quiz, Kent? Would you like me to put you to the test, see if you have any business bones in your body? A mental entry is not an entry. Well, right. Just like a hard stop is not a stop because it hasn't triggered yet. I guess that's the logic you're saying. A hard stop is not a stop either because it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, Alex, do better. Okay, why not? Okay, Ken, here is good. Then you should be able to connect these dots. You're saying number 1, don't get too emotional. Agreed. But here's the clue. Read the bottom right-hand corner. There's your clue on am I as emotional as what I appear to be? I will not answer that other than read the bottom right-hand corner. Given you're a businessman, I bet you can connect those dots though. Thank you, Lauren. Yes, they auto liquidate at 10,000 for the day. Do you trade FOMC? It's not really FOMC. Well, it is. It's just the minutes. So am I going to be in right at 2 o'clock? I'm not. Do I think it's going to be massive fireworks? No, I don't think so. Yes, I know you're... There you go, Kent. So just chill out. So yeah, like I said, some of you, some of you, again, don't get me wrong. Am I a passionate person? I am. Am I enthusiastic about this stuff? I am. But am I as emotional? Am I as enthusiastic? Am I as crazy as what I appear? Again, your clue is the bottom right-hand corner. And if you're like, well, Clay, that doesn't help me out at all, no problem. That would just be, you don't have a business bone in your body. Like me, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. You tell me to draw a stick figure and I'm like, yeah. What about copy trading, I wonder? Yeah, well, per account. Which is why I don't feel bad. Because if you're copy trading, they're like, wait, what? They're only going to let me make $50,000 a day? It's like, okay. Sorry, they're only letting you make $50,000 in a day. Lies. That's okay. You busted me. I do know how to draw a pretty good road. Good point, Renfrew. Good point. Clay, what's for lunch today? I don't eat lunch. Last time I ate was, let's see, when is it? Last time I ate was Monday night. Tonight, next time I eat will be dinner tonight. I do intermittent fasting, but I'm kind of a psycho about it. I am fasting, yeah. No, they just stop the trade. You don't lose the account. They're liquidating. They're just capping you at $10,000. How am I doing it? Oh, I don't. I've been doing it for years now. I didn't start off this way. I started off doing the 16.8, and then I went to the 24, and then yeah, then I did some 24-hour fasts, food and water. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I invented intermittent fasting. I'm not saying that. I will say this. When I got into intermittent fasting, I didn't even want to talk about it because people would just be like, wait, you're what? But I don't know when exactly it happened, but intermittent fasting is now a little bit more accepted. It's kind of more mainstream. I was, like I said, I've been doing it now for well over 10 years. And I remember doing it. I'm like, oh, great. I don't want to have this conversation. They're going to look at me like I'm crazy. I'm doing this thing called intermittent fasting. Oh, you're skipping breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I need to do that and cut out junk food. Yeah, junk food is going to be sugar, right? Sugar is the main culprit. Do I exercise while fasting? Of course. Of course. Well, hey, somebody had a shut. Was that Russian? To the guy that asked me if I spoke Russian. Was that Russian? Oh, no, I'll still drink no calories. So black coffee, water. Again, hey, to the guy that was asking me if I speak Russian, was that Russian that I just spoke? That sounded Pentecostal. Yeah, I don't like keto. I'm just my personal opinion. I don't like diets that cut out food groups such as fruit. To me, wait, what? So, yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of keto. If you're cutting out fruit, to me that's an issue. And here's why it's an issue. I've never ever met somebody that's got a big old belly and they're like tapping that belly and they're like, "Yep. Yeah, it was that watermelon that got me. Yeah. Probably should cut back on the apples. Oh, man. All those oranges I've had. Yeah. No, I've never met that. Yeah, you do. All right, well, the keto I've heard of, because keto's got carbs and carbs spike and take you out of ketosis. So we must be looking at, I only cut out non-fibrous carbs. Okay. Well, I'm too lazy to do all the food counting, so this is how I do it. I eat real food, whole foods, and I stop eating when I'm full. That's it. So when my body's like, okay, Clay, I think you've had enough, and assuming you've been eating real and whole foods, that's the extent. And I do that combined with intermittent fasting, and it's worked for me not only to lose the weight, but to keep it off. Correct. Yeah, you can't eat that much watermelon because watermelon's got too much fiber and carbs in it. Or I'm sorry, fiber and water. So yeah, it does have sugar, but the sugar doesn't affect you because it fills you up way too soon. So when your stomach is growling is when you start eating. Not quite, because usually I get a little bit hungry before it's time to eat, so I just got to power through. But your mind is weak. Nobody is hungry when you think you're hungry. Now, no, let me take a step back. If you're because I know, well, Clay, tell that to the little Ethiopian child that, okay, that's true. But if you're in America and you're like, I'm hungry and you weigh 450 pounds, I guarantee you, you are not hungry. I promise you, you are not hungry. I promise you. You have, right, because food is supposedly for energy, which is true, right? So when you're saying, I'm hungry, what you're saying is, I need some energy. No, you're not. What do you think that fat is? Fat is stored energy. No, I don't put anything in my water. Again, if you're an Ethiopian child or somebody from, we all have the pictures in our minds. Yes, that those people are genuinely like mathematically hungry. They have like zero stored energy on their body anymore. There is no fat on their bodies. They are literally hungry. But when you have any amount of fat, and I don't even mean obese, but like even me, I have body fat. What is fat? Fat is stored energy. So when you're hungry, you have fat reserves. You'll be all right. It is shockingly amazing how your stomach could growl. You could have like a hunger thought. And then if you have, like I said, for me, black coffee helps. Or if you just go distract yourself, like how you'll forget about it. Fat. Yes. Yeah. Correct. Now, I know, just to parse that out a little bit for you, Cam, like the monounsaturated, like the healthy fats, like eating nuts, stuff like that. Those fats are very healthy for you. But again, I am also, I don't believe in weight loss either. I believe in body recomposition. Because in all actuality, 5 pounds of muscle and 5 pounds of fat are still 5 pounds. The thing is, if you look at pictures, 5 pounds of muscle is very condensed. So to me, the scale is just like the ultimate mind game. The only thing that I think creates more voices in your head other than trading is the scale. Because you could be becoming muscular, you could be recomposing your body, and the scale may not be dropping. Oh, I'm not losing any weight. Well, who cares? The best scale, in my opinion, is the loops on your belt. If the loops on your belt, what is it, shrinking or gaining? I can never remember. What would it be? Do you want to gain loops on your belt or lose them? I think you want to gain loops on your belt. So if you are gaining loops on your belt because your waist is going down, that is the ultimate health thing right there, not the scale. The scale plays too many mind games because a lot of it is water weight. At first, it can be good because like, man, I'm dropping all this weight. But then all of a sudden, it can be very demoralizing because it's like, wait, how did I only lose 1 pound this past week? Screw it. And the ultimate goal is to maintain. Like, anybody can lose weight in 30 days. But like, can you maintain it? Can you keep it off? And that's where fasting has helped me. Fasting and then just keeping... Because I used to measure foods. I'd have bless my wife's heart. She'd like weigh them all out, all sorts of stuff. But ultimately, it's like, that's not a sustainable lifestyle. My wife was going, rightfully so, insane. So now that's what I said. If you just avoid processed foods, eat real foods, whole foods, and then you just stop eating when you feel full, that's worked for me. Yeah, I've had better, Rookie. I've had better. You have missed some fantastic conversations, Rookie. We have had some people lose their minds today. A mental stop loss is not a stop loss. That one, that's top 5. Still not as good as 0 DT options don't have theta. Still not that good. But that one, that is ranking up there. A mental stop loss is not a stop loss. And then the other thing that has helped me is cheat days. So like Fridays and Sundays, I'll eat processed food, I'll eat candy, I'll eat donuts, all of that. So like but like I said, and this is not, and the weird thing about me is when I started my YouTube channel back in 2013, Like I was kind of in my pudgy phase. I was quite pudgy. And then over time, you can see the transformation. So anyways, my point is, what's helped me to not only recompose my body, but maintain it is just keeping everything simple. Hey, the KISS method, right? Whole foods, real foods, just stop when you're full. That's it. The more you trade, the less you eat. That's true, unless you bring food to your computer. Do you lift weights? Yeah, not as much as I used to, but I do. Caffeine suppresses appetite by boosting adrenaline. Yeah. Ashan, yep. I can't believe how fast the day goes by trading. Yeah. No, I'm telling you right now, like to just prove how mental the hunger thing is, you could say I'm hungry, and then I could go to your computer, load up 15 NQs, put a trade on. I guarantee you, you're not going to be hungry anymore because your mental focus is obviously going to go to your 15 NQ position, right? Yes, that's the other thing too. I don't know. I used to eat lunch way back when. I don't know how people like. If you eat lunch, are you not all like tired and slow and draggy in the afternoon? I remember that back when I had my 9 to 5. That was so brutal. Like the afternoon was so painful because it went so slow because you were like wanting to drift into a food coma. How do I know you're in 15 NQ? Because you're Rambo. That's why. Can we get back to trading? There's not really a lot I can do right now. We're kind of just it's just sloppy right now. So that's why we've kind of been diverted a little bit. It's like this. It's like, yes, being cold. There is obviously at some point there's like a physiological. There's a physiological truth to it. You can be cold. But like, if it's not actually cold out and somebody's like, I'm cold, I've never done this. But like, I could smack you across the face. And in that moment, you would no longer be cold. Why? Because your whole mental focus would be like, I got slapped. I don't know why I got slapped. That kind of hurt, but more so, that is so shocking. What is going on? You would not be cold at that moment because I would have completely diverted all your brain focus to the fact that I just slapped you, right? Which just proves it's just mental. Well, tell that to the naked guy in Antarctica. Okay, again, that goes back to my physiological. There is a physiological point where you are actually cold. But generally speaking, people are not actually cold. So if you're hungry, slap yourself. Yeah. And that might only work for about 8 seconds, but like it'll work, which proves like it's mental. You just got to beat the mental battle. All right, have a good one, Neil. We just chopping right now. We just chopping. Cole, do push-ups or jumping jacks or anything physical, mind over matter? Yeah. That's cold. Dude, what happened tonight in today's live stream? I've traded like garbage. We've had people lose their minds. This has been one for the record books. I don't know whether to laugh, cry, rejoice. Oh, crap. Yeah. 12 minutes. Yeah, FOMC minutes in 12 minutes. I'm what was called, where I am by degree, what's called a welding engineer. The fun fact there, at least when I was in school, 2 schools in the entire country offered that as one of the disciplines. It was Ferris State in Michigan and Ohio State. And I did that because it was basically guaranteed job placement. So I was like, oh, good. If I'm going to spend this amount of money for a degree, I'd like to have a guaranteed job. And yeah, they delivered. Given I had a job offer already to me before I even started my senior year. But yeah, a welding engineer. Should be known as a connection engineer, though, because not everything, welding is not always the best solution to get something to connect. Have I ever lived outside the Midwest? No. Is Missouri considered Midwest still? I think Missouri's Midwest, right? It's gotta be. So no, I haven't. Fazil, I don't know, enough to make it worth my time. I'm a process. Yeah, but what's your overall discipline? I was also a process engineer, but like process engineer, like my degree does not say process engineer. It says welding engineer. So like, are you a mechanical, electrical, civil, chemical, petroleum? What kind of engineer are you? Okay, 10 minutes to the minutes. I take chops, beef sticks, and yeah, I hear you, Renfrew. I hear you. I mean, I personally think you just got to battle through it because it'll go away. It'll go away. But also dieting, if like 6 small meals a day works for you, cool. Good job, Fazil. Good job. All right, I actually am interested in this nice little candle here. If this does come back up, I'm going to try a long here. Nice hammer at the 21 EMA. We're bouncing around this former breakout area right there. So let's see if we can get, I am filled. Good. Just putting some targets out there just in case. Come on now. Get up there. Beautiful situation here. Beautiful. Look at these hammers right at the 21 EMA. Come on, push. Yeah, I tried the small meal thing. It was a pain. It was a lot of effort, and I was never full because they're small meals, so I could never quite get like satisfaction. I'm adding more right here if it wants to come back up. Is this seriously going to now just dump? Oh, crap. Doggone it. Okay. All right, I got 8 minutes. 8 minutes before the minutes. And you can't... Yeah. Clay, it was an obvious short. Explain that to me. Explain how it was an obvious short when we have 2 hammer candles right at the 21 EMA in this upwards trend here. Come on, keep bouncing again. Looking to add at the green line. So technically adding to a winner. Come on. Come on, let's do this. Well, I realize I don't have to be out of the trade. I'm just saying I really don't want to be in the trade at the announcement. Yeah, I may be a little bit tilted, but I stand by this trade. I mean, I took a trade after a couple of hammers had formed right at the 21 EMA, and the 21 EMA has already produced several bounces. So, I mean, I don't think this was like some sort of completely irrational trade. Yeah, you can trade minutes. My funded futures, you can trade minutes? Okay. Yeah, I'm just speaking for Take Profit Trader. If anybody asks, can you trade minutes? I'm solely speaking for Take Profit Trader. Why am I having why am I having flashbacks to this one trade? This is like, isn't this a mirror image of that one trade where I thought I was buying a nice little pullback in an uptrend and then it just slowly bled and stole my soul? Or is that just, I'm pretty sure I had another trade that was eerily familiar. This is starting to feel familiar now. But again, I can't let recency effect eat my lunch. That was a different trade. Every trade is a new isolated event. Again, beautiful candle there. Okay, I'm in. Or, well, I added, I should say. Come on. Hit some of those targets up there. Give me that spike. Go. Go, brother, go. Thank you. At least one of them was hit. Still could be a losing trade, but keep going, brother. Keep going. We got 4 minutes. Come on. Push. You dirty, dirty, dirty rat. Come on. I don't know. Should I just scalped out? No, this was a nice pattern. It's looking good. I gotta move. Just the lack of follow through. We got 3 minutes. So just wah wah. Two minutes. Come on. Push. Again, blue line is my entry. I'm long. I know. I'm watching. Come on, give me a push. Go. Go, 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 go. Get up there. Get up there. Go. Go, 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 push. Okay, I'm out. Gotta be out by the skin of my teeth. Almost 2 o'clock. Watch this thing now explode upwards. If it does, you will witness a broken man. But I can't gamble into the minutes. Please spike down. Look, make me look smart. Please don't spike up, please. The minutes are any moment now. Got out within, I had 1 minute on the clock. Oh. Hey, somebody had a shot. Woo! Woo! Play that one right, boy. Let's go. Oh, I feel vindicated. I feel vindicated. Man, dirty rat movement. Whew. But again, still, all things considered, like, look at this volume bar. Like, that's it for the minutes? I could have sworn back in the day, like, at least minutes, you know, they were never good as the actual announcement, but, like, would be at least a little bit better volume than that. That's what I mean. I had less than a minute, and the market just gave me a little bit of time. I'm like, all right, I'll take that small little green. And had I not, that would have been potentially cookage. I know my day turn. I mean, I might as well be solid green at this point. That's how I feel right now. Out of curiosity, though, no, stop. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to look. I'm going to be focused on connecting this line and that line right there. Okay, that's what I'm going to be focused on. Did that trend line? So here we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. So obvious. Why didn't I just buy at the trend line right there? No, Kent, remember, a mental stop loss is not a stop loss, Kent. Remember that. A polar bear is not a bear, Kent. A polar bear is not a bear, brother. Just like a mental stop is not a stop. FOMC minutes was at 2 o'clock. We are aware. Thank you, brother. We are aware. All right, well, so now the market is officially, it is all eyes on Nvidia after hours, when things are really going to get spicy. So if there is ever like a little bit of a roadblock, we'll look at Nvidia, but first, that but first is over. Now, yes, all eyes on Nvidia. Oh, man. Maybe. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea because sometimes these tech stocks crush earnings. But if their forward-looking guidance is not absolutely insane, okay, your stock's getting hammered. Oh man. Yeah, so in other words, I have no, like I said, there's no need to like lie to yourself. If you're gonna pick up some contracts before the earnings, like you're taking just a full blown gamble. Now, hopefully, you're doing it within a prop account at least, right? Because if it spikes against you and you're in like your own personal account, I mean, your entire account could be gone just like that. To be fair, I mean, you could then get paid, but hence, I mean, this is like the epitome of go big or go home. Oh, there's Frank. Frank, don't cut yourself. I don't want you to bleed the tinfoil, brother. Right, they're just... Right, that's what minutes are, yeah. Minutes are just a text document of what was said. And I found freedom. Okay, somebody needs to answer this for me. I don't know why. Maybe there's some theories. Why do I have Drummer Boy in my head right now? Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I'll play my drum for you. Why? Can somebody... and I'm not even kidding. Like, why? What is your theory on why I have that in my head right now? Now, obviously, if it was like Christmas time, that's a stupid question. But why? It's May 20th. Why am I singing pa-rum-pum-pum-pum? Okay, that's interesting. I wish Christmas was here. Okay, that's valid. Because I love Christmas. Okay. Yeah, because Jim. Because you were crazy. That's possible. I'm crazy good looking, Luke. I see you looking at me, Luke. Don't be shy, boy. Don't be shy. You can come touch him if you want, Luke. Oh, he blamed man tools. Yeah, whatever happened to the one guy? He would always bring up and like he'd always talk man tools. I don't know what happened to that guy. Oh, Kevin. Kevin went deep down the psychological rabbit hole. That's intense. That could be it. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to be green on this one. True, Rambo, true. Because you beat the market out of some cash. No. That's reversed today. Okay, Rebel. Interesting theories. I think Kevin seems to have some credibility to it. No, I haven't been eating. No more else. Which I am now apparently allergic to somehow. I don't know if allergic is the right word, but my system does not agree with. All right. Me? Yeah. I know. That is kind of crazy. We're almost halfway through the year. Wait, no. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, no, we still got... I mean, I see what you're saying. But we still do actually have to get all the way through June. And then, yeah. But to your point, you said almost. Yeah. We are almost halfway through the... That is wild. Like, it seemed like just yesterday I was hanging out with you guys in that Ohio library when I was live streaming there. Like, during that week right before New Year, or right before Christmas and New Year's. Like, that felt like a couple weeks ago. Crazy. Time flies. Who was here? Who was here for the Ohio Library live stream? Does anybody remember that one? JJ was? Who remembers the Ohio Library live stream? Yeah, it is totally Monka S. Rookie was here. You were here for that, Rookie? No, you weren't. You little liar. You dog-faced pony soldier. Yeah, the alpha Gaul syndrome. Yeah, Promethean. That stuff works. Yeah, we have what we call tick close. So if we're going over to the property, everybody puts on the clothes that I've sprayed down, and there are no ticks. It's crazy. We tried all the organic, natural stuff. No, ticks laugh at it. Dang, only JJ remembers the Ohio Library live stream. Sawyer's has good stuff. So Sawyer comes in a yellow thing. That stuff's good. But it's got to have Promethean. However you say it. All right, Kev. Yeah, that makes sense. Kevin Trader's been around a long time. People are saying they're dropping box of ticks into the wilderness. Yeah, people say a lot of stuff. People also have said that I run a penny stock shorting hedge fund. I'm in a weird spot about conspiracy theories because given I've kind of thrown myself out there, like there are conspiracies out there about me that I'm like, no, I can definitely say for sure that is not true. So now, let me be very clear. That does not mean, therefore, all conspiracy theories are false. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, yeah, there's kind of a conspiracy theory for everything, but they're definitely not all right. Clay's a market maker. That's another one I've heard over the years. Or Clay works for market makers. You know, there's different varieties. I am the market maker. I work for them. I have a penny stock shorting hedge fund. There's some crazy stuff out there. Stock twits. I don't know if that stuff's still going around, stock twits, but it used to be. Maybe some of you are old enough. Who knows? Maybe that's how some of you came across me back in the day. You at one point thought that I was a market maker, or you thought that I own market makers, or whatever variety of the conspiracy theory was. Yep, good old Investors Hub. Miss you. All right, I'll keep that in mind. No questions asked. Yeah, that's a good policy. All right, I'm going for a long at the green line. Once again, looking to try to play a bounce here off the 21 EMA. But I first want to see it come up to me. Trying to get long at the green line. I have one. Okay, I got a partial fill of one. Well, I guess if this dumps, I'll be glad that I only got one. I wanted 8. I got 1. All right, I am now full position throughout some initial targets. Come on. Get up there. Bounce. Oh, come on. At least hit my first target. My first target's so modest. Oh, my goodness. You can't ask for a better candle than that, folks. A beautiful hammer right at the 21 EMA. What are we doing with our lives? Let's go. Get bouncing. So I have one target hit, doesn't, but it still could very realistically be a red trade. But at least I got one target. If it hits that next target, I'm moving my stop into basically at break even. But I want to get the next target hit. Come on. Go. Get up there. Come on, hit it. Come on, make that push. No, no country roads today. I'm a little mentally spent for that. Go. Bounce up. Come on, brother. Okay, stop is now in green territory. So now this will be a green trade. Just trying to figure out how big of a green trade now. First two targets hit. Put out some more. See if we can get that next target hit. Come on. No, don't. There we go. Yep. Come on. Come on. Get going. Come on. Would love to get these next two hit. That'd be great. I'll feel like that's a successful trade if I can get this target hit and this one. And then anything above there, I'll just consider gravy on the birthday cake. But anything less is just going to feel kind of like a disappointing trade. And, okay, whatever. Whatever. Where is stop? Were you trolling there, Johnny John? Or was that supposed to be funny, or was that serious? I need to know if I need to send you on an all expense paid trip somewhere. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard an angel out my window, but it was clearly not an angel. It was just you singing. Yeah, relax. It was. I've had better. I did. I looked out the window and all I saw were butt cheeks. So I mean, You have a good voice, but like I wasn't aware that I asked to see butt cheeks, you know, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw when I looked out the window. Oh, was not you, gotcha. Must have been Kyle. So disappointing. I mean, the market has made moves up. I just, my timing today has been very lackluster. Oh, yeah, that's right, Kyle. You know the truth. How are your guys' days going? I always ask this at the beginning of the stream, but like, how are all your days going so far? Like, are you green, red, frustrated, feeling fine? Oh, it was the moon, Kyle. It was the moon. Blue 2. Good job walking away. Good job. Small green. Good today. Yesterday was terrible. Oh, good, Io Boy. Glad today was better for you. Did you see I made exact 15 of the... Hey! Good job, Steve. Oh, nice, JJ. Very good. I want to beat up MNQ. Yeah, well, so do I, but it's won the fight today. It has beaten me up today. Clay, is your internet buffing a lot or is it me? I'm not aware of it buffering. So I'm not sure, Dean. Taking your setups and they don't work it. Yes, Rogue. Agreed. Agreed. I did have some bad trades, though, for me. But yes, in theory, if you take a good setup, you honor your rules, and it just doesn't work out, hey, that's just how the market goes at times. Clay's buffer than he looks. That's right. That's right. Yeah, this trade was pretty much my day summarized. Didn't really chase, let it came down, got a beautiful hammer candle, looked for it to curl up, and it didn't. I mean, it came up enough to put me green and to have a chance at green, and then it just came down. Like that last trade kind of summarizes how my day's been going. I just signed up for Telegram with your code. Once I sign back into TradeOvate, is that my pro? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a new account and it's gonna say Pro. So Crazy Sheller, when you hit on TradeOvate that drop down menu to select your account, you're gonna see one in there that says Pro. It's gonna have Pro as part of the name of the account. So yeah, that one will be your Pro. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. You asked, is that my prop account? I thought you said, is that my pro account? Yes. You will see something in there that says TPT and then it's got some numbers on it. Wait, no. I think it says take profit. It'll say take profit and then there's a bunch of numbers. Yes, that is your prop account. Correct. So Take Profit Trader has created for you login information. You take that information, which you get from their dashboard, and then you just go right over to TradeOvate's site, put that in, and then, here, maybe this video will help you out more than anything. Here, Crazy, take a look at that. This should, getting the impression you don't even, like, this is your first time with Tradovate. So that will help you, at least, like I said, I'm not saying you have to set up your platform to look exactly like mine here, but it'll at least help you kind of putz around. Well, hey, if you are enjoying or have enjoyed, then this is totally viewer supported, and there are no sponsorships or anything like that. Maybe someday, but as of now, it does matter. Code Clay is how you can help keep the stream not only ad free, but just ensure that the stream continues. So I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the business. And they're also happen to be running a flash sale right now with 50% off and no activation fee. Usually it's 40%. So right now, 50% off, no activation fee. That is what Code Clay, again, got to be all caps, Code Clay will get you. But then also, if you are experienced and maybe you're empire building, maybe you're trading 30 accounts, because with Take Profit Trader, they max you out at 5 accounts, you can copy trade. But if you're with any of these other prop firms, and like I said, you want to save yourself some money, get whatever the current promotions are, and then just help support the stream, Code Clay, all caps, does exactly that. So it's a double win for you. You're saving yourself some money, and you're helping to support a stream that you enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. I have to move on with my day, meet up with the electrician, the excavator. We got some things to do over at the house. So I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button. Usually I'm here a little early, so if you want to know exactly when I go live, that's where I always say make sure to hit that notification bell. But like I said, the latest I'll be back is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So today was one for the, I don't know, today was a very weird live stream from many angles, but I guess that's kind of what keeps live streaming spicy. I never quite know what we're going to get, but it is what it is. So hopefully you guys all had a better day than I did. Yes, I apologize. I couldn't really bring any more value than what I did today, but yeah, it is what it is. So thank you, everybody. See you back tomorrow. Code Clay, all caps. Hit that like button. Take care. Have a good one.